one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. All employees. All employees. Repeat, all employees. All employees. Repeat, I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. All employees.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Hold on a sec. Still have to clean off my glasses. Toileties? What does that even mean, bro? What do you mean, bro? Don't tell me we're getting started on the crazy foot, all right? We just started the stream. Yo, what's up, everybody? Much love to y'all. What's a guilt? Oh my god, I die. Yo, put Lindo straight into the gulag, bro. Don't even. There's no need to debate. There's no need to discuss. Just Lindo goes straight to the gulag. No debates needed. What's up, everybody? Good to see y'all. Let me hold on. Shout out to Minimal Effort, who became a channel member. Thank you so much, my guy. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday. Hope you had a great Christmas, and hope New Year's will be great for you. We got GDR, who dropped a 5. Thank you so much, my guy. Says Cass's New Year's resolution is to have a struggle snuggle with GDR. That sounds like something. Something is not too good, my guy. Pepsi dress fund starts January 1st, like the stream fellow gooners. Yo, GDR, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, homie. Oh man. Yo, Kenneth, dude, Kenneth, 23 months is no small feat. Thank you so much for the love and the support always, bro. It says Happy New Year's, Cass, and the gang. 2026 next level goon final form, yo. I appreciate you, homie. Thank you so much for everything, bro. And gotta finish out the year strong. This is the last Cult Classic Cage stream of the year. Just so you guys know ahead of time, Twilight Zone of Gaming is not on Thursday. It's being moved to Friday because obviously Thursday is the holiday. I don't want to deprive you guys of your holiday. We could be depraved the day afterwards. So that's what you guys have to look forward to Friday night, 8 p.m. EST. And I'll be a little more, I hope to be a little more well rested than I usually am on Thursdays. Middy, thank you so much for 23 months is dude, no small feat. Middy, thank you so much for everything. You're always far too kind. Always appreciate you being here and love seeing you, hang out with us in the streams, man. I want to thank everybody for an amazing year. You guys have made without you all, it wouldn't have been nearly as entertaining, right? No Brim, huh? Wear lipstick on Friday for disgusting. Miss Bella, thank you so much for the 20 months. Totally didn't have to be here. Yo, put some hearts in the chat for Miss Bella, all right? She's going through a little bit of pet loss, unfortunately. My condolences to you and the other cats. I miss Goonerfist. I miss Goonerfist, too. I wish I had more time for Goonerfist, not for nothing. But put some hearts in the chat for Miss Bella. She's going through, a downer for the end of 2025. Much love to you, Miss Bella. You know we're always here for you. Yes. All the hearts from Miss Bella. I don't want to harp on it too much because I already know how it is, but we're always here for you, Miss Bella. Thank you for giving me the best 2025 I could ask for. Can't wait for 2026. Oh, I appreciate that, Leo. Thank you, bro. Let me say hi to everybody. We got Leo in the building over on Kick and on YouTube. Guys, we are live on YouTube, Kick, and Rumble. Hold on, let me verify. Let me make sure. I don't want to be just talking out my ass. Yes, we are indeed live on YouTube, Kick, and Rumble. So take your pick on where you'd like to watch the stream and hang out with us. It makes no difference to me. Just love having you here nonetheless. Yo, Philip, what's up? Nelly, what's up? Oh my god, Leo's on everything. Kenneth, Jinx, Mason, my man Devastator, Lindo, Bormore, Tiger. Tiger always pulls up like, yo, what's up, Gooner? I appreciate you, my guy. You guys have made this year phenomenal. Thank you so much for everything. Let me just post that we're live so that everyone else could pull up. There we go. What else we got? Did I post okay, so the notification went through. That's good. All right. So let me see. Who else we got? Yeah, I got you, Lindo. No worries, bro. You fine. Omega, what's up with you, homie? Talking out my ass is my love language, yo. My man, Philip. Hope you're doing well, Philip. So we got a couple of things to go through today. I do want to check out this video from Gamers Nexus because it seems pretty serious. And for me, guys, I like when it comes to like intricate things, dude, I'm a regular average gamer, right? I like to game on PC, so it's a little bit different from like console gamers and whatnot. But still, I'm a regular average gamer. But there's a lot of serious stuff going on in regards to the tech universe that I don't really know how to talk about. But Gamers Nexus is way more intricate, gets way more into the nitty gritty of all that. So it's at times his videos can be a little bit, I guess, excessive or but with him, he's going to dive into a lot of information that I would like to know, and I think a lot of us would also like to know for to you know heed the warnings of in the near future because things are changing when it comes to the tech landscape, and some of it's entertaining, and some of it's fun, and some of it's fucking scary. Like honestly speaking, so we're gonna dive into that. Some would even say you're some ordinary gamer. Well, I ain't gotta say too much, brother. Average gamer can finish Banana Hell. Lies. Did you do it, Leo? Did you do it? I was literally streaming Banana Hell as a free game that was given away on Steam. Bro, I couldn't make it past like it was disgusting. That game made me realize I'm a retard when it comes to platformers. And I played a fair bit of platformers in my time, but that one is like on a whole other level of platforming retardation. Like like that takes platforming and is like we're just gonna make it ultra autistic, high functioning, straight up. Yo, Fragmunk, you was giving to my guy. KY Jellycorp would like to say thank you for me, for the stock hike. Because by my donations for my extracurricular activities from watching. Hey, yo, GDR, what the hell are we doing, bro? What are we doing here? Yo, GDR is trying to earn his way straight to the goon log, bro. Brandon stopped in earlier. Thank you so much, Brandon. Who else we got? I just want to make sure I say hello to as many people as I can. Blazing Silver, always good to see you. My man Zombie. Valiant Goat, always good to see you, my guy. All right. I think for the most part, we got everybody. I like to acknowledge y'all. Honey, what's good, honey? Don't let yourselves get too worked up. Doom and gloom generates clicks, and Steve does get a little over dramatic. Let's see. All right, so I want to balance the stream with that video, but also talking about the games we are looking forward to next year. And for me, it's a little bit of a mix. For me, I'm not as interested in a lot of AAA games this year as I was, well, next year. I mean, it's been a little bit, it's a little bit rough, but there's a lot of like small scale games that I'm looking forward to personally. But we're gonna talk about it, and I want to get your guys' opinions on what you're looking forward to, even if it's games I'm not looking forward to. There's no judgment here. I'm not trying to shit on you. Whatever you guys are looking forward to in 2026 when it comes to new games coming out, I'm here to be hyped that you're hyped for them, right? Gonna bring up the list, and then we'll look at my Steam wish list. Yo, Golden Apples, what's up? First game I'm excited for, all right, is Golden Apples game. All right, that he's been working on. He's been working hard on. Pause that shit. Pause the fuck out of that shit. Yo, yo, that's what my. I can't even finish the statement. It's over. It's over. Oh man. Phantom Blade for me? Okay. Yeah, Phantom Blade's an interesting one for sure. I don't know if the game is going to be for me, but I'm intrigued for sure. 100%. All right, let's see. All right, so we're just gonna go through by month. It's usually the best way to go about this. Let me make myself scarce. There we go. Hopefully in 2026, I could buy a Wii and a PS3 and mod them. Hell yeah, dude. Phantom Blade for me. I want to try Carmageddon's new remake, but I'm not too hype. I see technical issues and yeah, I feel you with that. I was looking at it a little bit too. It all depends on when it's coming out, when it's going to be ironed out. I saw a little bit of technical issues, but it feels like it's something that can be ironed out. We have to wait and see, right? Emerald, what's good, my man? But I'm right there with you. Carmageddon looks like an interesting one. This probably doesn't come till at least 2027, but for me, Kingdom Hearts 4. Cool. Hell yeah, bro. I'm excited for the 2 Tomb Raider games and RE9 and the Badger game. Yes. Yes. I'm interested in that remake of Tomb Raider. That one's interesting to me. The other one, not so much, but they didn't really show too much of it either, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Just got home, gotta finish taking down Christmas light. Dude, it's not even New Year's yet, my guy. Hey, minimum effort, man. Much love to you. Appreciate you pulling up and hanging out with us. Be safe. Have fun New Year's. All right, don't get too wasted. Much love to you, dog. Nobody logged and clipped. Oh, shit. That raunchy goon brain working hard. No! I need to play Crash to Insanity again. Next year's Crimson Desert. Yes. That is one that I'm genuinely excited for. Fire Emblem. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, a lot of people I know are looking forward to Fire Emblem. That's been their bag. Resident Evil Requiem and Phantom Blade. All good choices, man. All good choices. Oh, man, for me, I'm blowing a load for that Ace Combat 8, bitch. Yo. Okay. Dude, I won't lie. When they announced that was one of the better announcements from the Game Awards. It definitely was looking interesting. I'm working on Lithium right now as we speak. Hey, let's go. Golden Apples. 7th-gen modded systems must be complete. Not really fussed for GTA 6. Yeah, I'm not, to be honest with you, I mean, there's going to be people that are super hyped for GTA 6. It's going to be like the most sold game of the year easily. But yeah, like, unless it comes to PC, I personally don't really care very much. And even then, if I see, like, say it comes out on console, right? And I notice, like, yeah, I'm not feeling this game, then I probably might not even play it on PC. We gotta see, right? Anemo is a free-to-play Pokemon clone. Yeah, that one looks interesting for sure. The 007 drama is non-contextual. Modern audience aspect was hitting women, not womenizing. Apparently, he still is a player. I mean, maybe so. Look, here's the thing. I don't know what the fuck to expect in the grand scheme of things from what they're telling me. All I can judge the 007 game for is what I see. And what I see is a game that the performance is sus as fuck. I mean, there's still time till the game comes out. But in terms of, like, showcasing a game, the 007 game just looks like one of the worst to be presented in regards to overall performance. So just on that level, I'm kind of sus on it. The characters in the game, including Bond himself, all look kind of bland to me. Nothing really stands out. Most of the segments of gameplay in the game are kind of meh. The only standouts are moments of like the action scenes in general, when there's just all out shootouts. That's one way to win me over, but who knows how much of that is in the game, because there's going to be espionage, so there's going to be some stealth. Some of it doesn't seem forced, which is a good thing. But the whole driving around shit, making it feel like it's an open area game, I don't really give a fuck about that. To be honest with you, I would rather go back to like an espionage game that's like a first-person game that doesn't give a fuck about just popping off entirely. Those games existed in the early 2000s with, 007. But also The Operative, No One Lives Forever. I thought that was entertaining. That's more my vibe when it comes to, games where you're playing as like spies and stuff. I know it sounds like arcadey, but to be honest with you, that's kind of what I want. That's just me personally. I don't have very high hopes for 007, but In all fairness, I'm also not really a big 007 fan. If a 007 game is good, I'll fuck with it. But if it's not, I don't. I'm not gonna be crying not playing it either. You know. Cast Code Vein 2. Yes, Code Vein 2 looks pretty dope. I'm not into those games like that. I played a lot of Code Vein 1, but I'm also retarded when it comes to Souls clones. But I did get pretty far in that game. Actually, I wouldn't mind going back to that joint. Real talk. I might have to re-download that. I'm looking forward to several small games, but my bigger games are Hytale and Sky Oblivion Mind. Hell yes. Better come out next year. And the next Grim Dawn DLC. Okay. We got to crowdfund a HOTUS for Cass when Ace Combat 8 releases. What is a HOTUS? Am I saying this correctly? Yo, welcome in, Cross. Excuse me, Across. GTA 6 can kiss my ass. Retro City Rampage is a real GTA 6. Oh shit. Gooner's Escape Room. Oh man. We ain't releasing that one, all right? That one is a unreleased masterpiece. I'm halfway through Expedition 33. Hell yeah, Mitty. All right, so let me go through these. At least we can tell, like, we can judge the games based on what actually has a release date, and then go through the things that are scheduled to release in 2026, but we don't have official release dates yet. Yo, Lois, what's good, my man? We'll catch the replay. Hell yeah, appreciate you, my guy. Have you heard of Agent 64? Is that inspired by GoldenEye, I'm assuming? Yo, Jurassic Farts, what's up? I'm stealing someone's joke. I hear the price of RAM is going through the roof. Doesn't affect me. I can't buy Chevy, huh? I can only buy Chevy? Hands on oh, okay, bro. I didn't get the joke. I'm like Superman when the joke flies right over his head because I'm retarded. GoldenEye was peak. IO is known for the gameplay. Hitman is amazing. Miss me with all the Bond cuts. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, like, I'm confused on what, like, I understand why Hitman stands out. I played a little bit of Hitman. Why Hitman stands out is because each level you get to take on the objectives, and there's multiple ways to achieve success, right? It could be sloppy, it could be on point. You can go in stealth, you could not go in stealth, you could set things up, all right, set up your target and just wreak mayhem in like really entertaining ways. That's what's fun about Hitman. My question is, what stands out about 007 besides it being called 007? Because it doesn't look like 007. It doesn't stand out other than, oh my god, there's cutscenes and a real story that is more than just about the gameplay. It's like I ain't feeling that personally. Dodge Ram trucks, I think. Ooh, okay. Maybe that makes a little more sense. I'm really bad at understanding these jokes because I'm just dumb. Not only is Ace Combat 8, but also the Death Stranding 2 PC port, just to see the fanboy apocalypse. Oh my god. You just want to watch it all burn. Okay, I see you, dog. I see you. All right, so for January, let's see. Legend of Heroes, Trails Beyond the Horizon. I feel like, see, I don't know too much about this game. I don't know too much about it. Mayo? What the fuck? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out game. Oh, Hermit the Pig. Oh, dude, I'm looking forward to this. It looked kind of gay, but it also looks kind of entertaining. I think I have it wishlisted. On my Steam. What the fuck? Oh my god, I forgot Highguard comes out next month. Yo, that game is already forgotten. That shit is over. The Ramageddon. Can't wait for Mugenics and new Super Meat Boy. Dude, Super Meat Boy looks dope. Mugenics, I never heard of that. All right, so for me, I think it's definitely a big shout out to Code Vein 2. I know some of y'all definitely looking forward to that, and it does look like one of the better games coming out next year for sure. But for me, January, February, let's see. Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined, I'm not really looking forward to that too much. I'm not crazy about the art style. I think the art style looks kind of weak. And when they say Reimagine, I'm instantly like, I don't know what to expect from this. I'm looking at it sus. I can't help it. That's just a term these days that's kind of scary. I know some of y'all looking forward to Neo 3. Oh, here's Mugenics. Let's see what this is about. Hey, yo, what the fuck? No, go back, go back. That was forbidden. What the fuck? Oh, Romeo's a Dead Man. Okay, I will be picking up this game. All right, it's the new Pseudo 51 game. Bro, that's all Casualty's game's fault. All his fault. But the new Pseudo 51 game, I gotta give a try. Romeo's a Dead Man looks pretty crazy, quirky as fuck. That's usually the type of stuff that I'm personally into. Demonetize. Joke's on you, Mason. I didn't monetize this stream to begin with, sir. Dragon Quest peaked at 4 story-wise. I mean, I loved 11. I don't know. I'm not like a long-standing Dragon Quest fan. I played like a couple back in the day. And then I kind of got back into... I kind of like... Dragon Quest 11 made me really fall into like, okay, I really, really appreciate turn-based games. More than I ever did. Right? And I really enjoyed Dragon Quest 11. It's actually one of my all-time favorite video games. Reimagine usually means for modern audiences. Yeah. And under Square Enix, can't put nothing past them, sadly. You breed cat. We don't need to see them breeding on screen, my guy. High on Life 2 didn't know that's the first. No, the first was successful. I believe it did all right. I mean, it was it was a Game Pass game and whatnot, which I mean you could argue is a positive or a negative. Usually it's a game by game basis on whether being on Game Pass helps it or not. But it seemed to be very beloved by fans. I tried it. It's not my bag, not my type of comedy, but I get why people like it. People love that Rick and Morty shit, and I don't really care too much about that either, but Dragon Quest Builders 2 is more my speed, and that's fair. Dragon Quest Builders is fun as fuck. Wait till you play Sexpedition 33. Oh my god. I'm not sure when it's releasing, but I'm looking forward to Shreds of Time. Okay. I love Square Enix, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I mean, dude, Spectral, excuse me. I'm not mad at you for that. I'm not mad at you for that. Do I think that Square Enix has definitely lost the plot and kind of, been fucking up lately? Yes. But they have such a rich history of games, and I do want them to get back on the right path. All right, I'm cautiously optimistic for Dragon Quest 12, even if the game is in development hell and I don't know what to expect, and I'm kind of scared that they're going to deviate from turn-based because that's been their MO lately. But, I want Square Enix to succeed. I want them to do better. I want them to appeal to gamers better because that gives you better games. It gives me better games and all that. But I'm not mad at you for feeling that way about Square. They have a rich history, man. Yo, old man Cad, what's good, homie? Happy New Year to you, sir. We almost there. We're talking about games we're excited for next year. I see she doesn't want to acknowledge my previous statement. Wait, what? Does she have me muted? Have I been shadowed? No, of course not. Let me see. Greetings, peeps. I had to come over here because someone told me that Co-Classic Cage was speaking on her love of Veilguard. Bro, why are we spreading lies now? I had to see it for myself. Yo, that's crazy. But yo, these conspiracies, these lies, y'all need to be stopped, bro. Y'all need to be stopped. Old man Cat is on some crazy shit tonight. I want to play a Falcon game. Like you talking about Captain Falcon? I think it's actually disrespectful to video games to call Veilguard a game. With Square Enix remake and give the Bouncer another chance. Dude, that would be an interesting one. Imagine if they did do something like that. I wish they would try to remake bad games or games that had potential. Like, I think the Bouncer was a game that had some potential. I like the art style. I like what they were going for. But I heard it was just a really bad game in terms of, like, controls and stuff. So that's unfortunate, you know. I need to get an AI pic of her in Veilguard. Yo, old man, yo, son, put old man cat in a gulag. He definitely trying to get on my nerves today. 100% getting on my nerves today. Yo, Spec, what's up, bro? Remake Final Fantasy 13 MIDI. MIDI. Remake Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. Are you good, son? Yo, son, are you good, brother? Are you okay? Is your, like, bro, is your brain screwed in correctly, my guy? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? You gotta be trolling. Yo, Leo, get the fuck out of here. Dude, it's already bad enough, bro. It's already bad enough that we had to sit by and watch 3 of those pieces of shits get made. I understand that there's some fans of part 2. Alright, shout out to y'all. Y'all got one good one. Alright, but moving on, there's no reason to revisit a game that for some reason turned into like 3 fucking games. Let's move the fuck on, all right? They literally spent almost the entirety of 7th gen making those bullshit ass games, all right? Shout out to y'all. Have fun with what you already got. Holy shit, y'all lucky you got 3 games. Yo, they didn't even need, bro. It's crazy to me that 13 ended up with 3 motherfuckers, bro. It still boggles my mind to this day. To this day, bro. I still can't believe that shit. All right, so Rumi is a damn man is definitely one day one. High in Life 2, some of y'all I would assume are interested in that. Reanimal is an interesting one, but it's also co-op, so I don't know where I fit into all that. Ease X Proud Nordics, that's one that I'm waiting on. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get it day one because they kind of killed my hype for it. The people behind Ease are a little bit fucking retarded. Ease games, the Japanese version always comes out a year ahead. Then the Western version, like basically our version comes out a year later. And then they literally drop Ease Nordics. And literally like 2 weeks later, they was just like, oh, by the way, we're going to have a complete version. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just not going to buy your game, you stupid motherfuckers. Like, what? It takes you a year to bring out the, our version of the game. You couldn't have a complete version by then? The fuck are we doing? What are we doing? So I don't know, bro. They kind of killed my interest. I might pick this up on a sale, but I'm interested to see what's up with Ease X. I hear it's better than 9. I didn't play 9 because I heard it was worse than 8. But yeah.
£5 for Ziggy Christmas treats. Ho ho ho, sign of the horns, Father Christmas.
Frag Monkey, you didn't have to do that, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. And Ziggy gets tons of treats. All right, as y'all can tell, he's a little chubby boy. Not too chubby, but a little chubby. But he loves his treats, so I appreciate that so much. He's always taken care of. Absolutely, I appreciate it. But I'm playing Sonic 2 OG on PS2 instead. Hell yeah, bro. That's just Falcon for you. Okay. My 360 is begging for me to play it. Then play it. Dazzling, my man, Dazzling over on Kick. Welcome in, my guy. Yo, Tampa Bay, what's up? Sup, Cass? I'm waiting for the Yakuza 3 remake. Hell yeah, bro. And I know a lot of y'all is hyped for Resident Evil Requiem. I hope it's everything y'all want it to be. Personally, I'm not interested, but I'm excited for y'all because I know y'all are excited. Fatal Frame 2 is an interesting one. It's not my bag, but I'm interested to see how that turns out since it's a remake. I always end up curious to see how a remake pans out in comparison to the original. And how, they pussy out of some things and how they actually commit in other ways. It's always an interesting discussion. The big one for me is Crimson Desert. That's going to be a really interesting game, whether it ends up being what we expect it to be or it ends up, not necessarily being everything we had hoped for. We'll see what happens, right? I'm keeping my hopes in check, but I believe that this is pre-ordered for me. So someone who gifted me this? Y'all need to stop gifting me games. Y'all need to stop. Check Discord DMs. I finished my PC build. Just waiting on the laser etching for the glass pad. Yo, old man cat, hold up. Let me see. Hold up. Wait a minute. I need to see this. Oh my god. Yo, you got it stuffed in there. Holy shit, my guy. Yo, looking good as hell. What graphics card you got in there?
There's a Ziggy treat skull.
Oh
Let's
my
go,
god.
baby.
There is not a Ziggy treat skull. We're not MPG up in here, alright? I'm not withholding treats from Ziggy in order for you guys to achieve a goal, alright? I just thought that was so gross. Like, cats aren't accustomed to, how do you say, appeasing their owner for treats. They're just like, bitch, I'm a cat. Give me some treats. Straight up. And withholding treats from a cat is just weird to me. Look at the 2 videos. Let's see. This is Old Man Cat's new build. Shout out to him. May it serve you well, good sir. Always happy to see someone manage to build their PC and have their dreams come true, man. Yeah, I've seen this. I was considering getting this. I think what is it an MSI? No, I think it's something else. I was considering getting this, but I was like, eh. I feel like I was just being extra. Yeah, the height case, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, I was considering this one, but I'm like, I don't need all that. But it looks really cool. Looks really cool, man. I'm digging it. Let's go. Oh my god. We hear Hypno in the background. Yo, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty cool. Shout out to you.
With the $2 bagger says, this is because I'm all the naughtiness for being kinky. I really didn't want to...
I wonder what do you got running on it? What'd you start running on it so far? That's awesome. Yo, shout out to Old Man Cad. May your PC serve you well, good sir. And may you play all of the great games on it. It's a height Y70. Yeah, no, that's definitely a nice ass case. That's a nice ass case. For me, I ended up going with the Haven HS420. I just like the look of it way more, and it was like I don't know, like I don't need an a screen on my PC. Like I get it, because I already have like the little screen for the AIO. I thought that was enough, but I like the Haven. The Haven HS420 because it's a really big mid tower. It almost looks like a full tower, and you could fit up to like 11 fucking massive fans in it. What is the 140 millimeter, whatever the fucks. So you could put the big appeal to me was, oh my god, I could put all the bigger fans in here and just have that airflow looking crazy. And I got the regular one because I know that there's also an alternative case that you can like vertically put the graphics card in instead. And I was just looking at the temps and I'm just like, I mean, it looks cool, but for the temps to be shittier, I need it like that. So I picked like, I still got like, technically it's an expensive case, but it's a little more modest. And I don't know, I just like the look of it. It looks simple, but it also it looked clean as fuck. That was the main thing I was going for. And it wasn't Lian Li, because everyone now has a Lian Li case, and I just feel like it's boring. So that was also the main reason why I went with the Haven case. Looks pretty futuristic, old man. Good, nice job. Hell yeah. I got Cyberpunk with 280 mods on Ultra at 60. Hell yeah, bro. Get your game on, brother. That's what's up. But congratulations to you. Yeah, I'm excited for Crimson Desert. That's probably like the biggest, most interesting game for me that's coming out this year. Let's see, Ghostmaster Resurrection. 007 comes out March 27th. Honestly, I wonder how it's gonna be. I wonder how it's gonna be. I wonder if it's gonna be good, if it's gonna be bad. We'll see what happens, right? Another one that's kind of interesting to me is Pragmata. I'm not personally interested in playing the game. I'm just wondering what's up overall. Like, how is this game gonna, how will gamers receive this game? Because it kind of has that similar appeal that what is it, the Hideo Kojima Death Stranding has. That's the kind of Pragmata has a demo, yes. Like, but the general, like, how I view Pragmata is kind of the same way I kind of saw Death Stranding. So I'm interested to see how gamers receive the game. Even though, like I said, it's not my bag. Another game that looks interesting is Soros. It is a PS5, like what, limited exclusive. It'll be out in a year on PC. So I don't know. Could be interesting. We'll see what happens. Obviously another big one for me, which is crazy because it's like we're talking about a Lego game, but the Lego game looks more entertaining to me than most other, AAA releases coming out. But the Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight collection game, excuse me. Yeah, I'll be getting that on PC for sure. That one looks pretty fun. Give me some Lego Batman. I've always appreciated Lego Batman. My Vita, so when I bought my Vita back in the day, back in 2013, I got the Lego Batman 2 bundle. It was awesome. I had a lot of fun playing that game. It was fun as shit. So now we're moving to September because that's the only thing that has another solid release date. Phantom Blade Zero, which is PS5 and PC. That's going to be cool. GTA 6, November, and I think that a lot of these games are afraid of giving release dates because of GTA 6. And so that's why a lot of things don't have official release dates yet, but also probably for the better that we don't have official release dates because who knows if they'll even hold true to them. Pragmata is a game made to combat the childbirth crisis in Japan, lol, and I'm okay with that. I mean, that's an interesting perspective. That's definitely a very interesting perspective. Yep, Phantom Blade Zero's at September. When's Funnies? I don't know when we're going to get to Funnies because we do have I took it off the title because I'm not sure what's going to happen. The video that I wanted to check out is a little bit on the longer side. It's like 45 minutes. So we'll see what happens, right? I figured that the best thing to do would be to cover the games that we're excited for 2026 at the end of 2025. So can we move GTA 6 to 2027? I mean, it will be on PC, I guess. I don't know what to expect, Tampa Bay. Honestly, at this point, it's one of those things where I just kind of want to get it the fuck
Don't
over with.
settle for Lego scraps. Real Batman or bust.
Oh, man. But Lego's always been pretty solid. As much as people want to shit on Lego games are actually not that bad. They're not that bad, and crazy enough, they somehow keep getting better. So shout out to them. For me, look, I played, what was it, last year? I played through the Batman Arkham Asylum, and I still love that game. It's still a solid game. To me, it's like a solid 8.5 out of 10, give or take. The only issue I had with that game was the final boss fight. I thought that was kind of ass, but other than that, across the board, solid game. Solid game, but for me, if I see a good game, it doesn't matter if it's Lego bricks or, realistic, I'll play it. All right, Miss Bella, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Have a wonderful, happy New Year. And go have fun in Embervale. Arkham Asylum is amazing. It's still a fun play. It's still dude, it's an amazing game to play on PC if you have a PC. Ultra wide support. I didn't even have to mod it. I literally just played it vanilla, and it looks and played phenomenally. Masochist, oh man, definitely enjoy the Lego games. Okay, as the new Lego Batman has the style of Arkham Asylum gameplay. Yes, that's why I'm personally interested, Devastator. Look, the reality is, the Lego dudes is doing Rockstar games better than Rockstar games in modern day. I didn't make the rules. I'm just looking at shit for what it is. Honestly, I would rather have us watch Cats Are Manipulating the World video instead. Oh my god, dude. If this was a cat enthusiast channel, we would be reacting to that. Absolutely. Rocksteady. I said Rockstar by accident. Rules is rules. Yes, Rocksteady. Excuse me. Yeah, I can't help it if the Lego dudes is doing Rocksteady games better than Rocksteady in modern day. I'm sorry, it is what it is. I like the Lego Star Wars and Lord of the Rings games. Yeah, I think overall they, for me, I'm interested because I like Batman. I like Lego Batman, and the gameplay looks better than other Lego games, but Lego games have been improving over time too. So, Leo, get the fuck out of here, bro. I got the Harry Potter Lego games. Okay, can't wait for Lego GTA. I mean, there's some games out there that are kind of like that. Rules is rules. Exactly, Sam Jackson. Yo, I just have to assess things for what they are. And right now, the Lego devs are doing Rocksteady games better than Rocksteady games is doing Rocksteady games. It is what it is. That's it. Thoughts on Clooney's bad nips? So, technically, Batman Forever had the bat nips before George Clooney had the bat nips. So, a lot of people don't talk about that, even though I like Batman Forever. I like Homie as Batman. I thought he was alright. Batman Forever is a little goofier than previous Batman movies, but I dig Batman Forever. Now everything else, George Clooney's Batman, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I only seen clips of that movie and it looked awful. All right, so then we have undated games. All right, Ace Combat, that's looking alright. We gonna see what's up. Oh, there's another Bloodstained game coming out. Okay, I wonder if this is like one of those, like NES looking Bloodstains, or if it's like one of the more higher quality looking Bloodstains. Control, I don't know what to think of that game. I need to see more gameplay. I'm interested because it's a Control sequel, but to be honest with you, I like Jessie as a protagonist. I don't know how to feel about playing as her brother. We have to see. The last thing I want is that game to feel like the game that has Iceman in it. I forget what that name. I forget the name of that game. But that game was boring as fuck. Give me Control, Resident. Dude, if they could win me over with new protagonists, I'm interested, right? I love the first Control game. It's a lot of fun. The destruction physics and all that stuff is actually really good in that game. Cass could be a casual gamer. I'm just a regular old average gamer, bro. Battlestar Galactica could be cool. I hope they can voice cast some people. Control without a chick feels weird. You think? It's not that it's a chick. Look, I don't know how people feel about Jessie as a protagonist, but I liked her. She kind of just, it was like, oh my god, it's like playing as Jean Grey but with a gun. So I thought that was kind of cool. We have to see, right? It's not held hostage by Epic. Absolutely. Bloodstained Scarlet Engagement is definitely a higher quality. Okay, that's going to be interesting. That's definitely going to be interesting. I'm excited to play as Dylan personally. Okay. I'm not mad at you, Spec. I'm okay with playing as Dylan, but Dylan got to earn my interest a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I like Jessie. So
when I switch to Linux full-time, I kinda want to make a video documenting my experience.
Okay.
If it does well, I might become a Linux content creator. LOL.
Oh shit. But bro, that's gonna be interesting. I would love to see it. I definitely would love to see it go on Apples. I appreciate the 5. That's an interesting perspective of how to of the content creation space. Jessie was meh, not a lot of personality there. I don't know. I think it's not necessarily how she is, it's how I saw her that made me interested. Because the whole time I played that game, in my mind, it's like Jean Grey with a gun. Right? Like I thought that was cool. But that's more of a personal thing for me. I love Jean Grey. She's one of my favorite X-Men of all time. So I got to live that little fantasy in my mind. But I can get why people don't think that she's very interesting. I get that. I had to use my imagination, I guess, a little bit with that. Dylan could win me over. Who knows? Jessie could be featured in the game. She could end up being playable in some segments. I don't know what's up with that either. It's definitely gonna be interesting. Cast goons for superhuman redheads? No, I only like Jean Grey. I don't really care about redheads like that. She's the only one. But we'll see. I'm interested in Control. I want to see more. It's like as of right now, it's definitely not a day one. Who knows? It could end up being a day one. I gotta see what's up. They gotta win me over. This next game looks like a hack and slash game, action game, and I'm so stoked about that. I really hope they lean more into the power fantasy. That would be cool. Like, to be honest with you, I'm down with that. We'll see what happens. It's on my. I will keep it on my mind, and we'll see what they do to win me over. Because they're almost there. Love the creepy atmosphere and Control. Tampa Bay, I'm right there with you 100%. It was very atmospheric. What wins me over really is like the gameplay and the physics and the destruction. I love games that have so much destruction in it. And Control, you get into like a fight with these monster things, and just everything is flying everywhere, and it's so much fun. Like, I have so much fun playing that game. The melee focus of Control 2 looks like the most interesting feature. Is there a Linux channel in the Discord? Not that I know of. Prototype, yes. Prototype was fire, Frag Monkey. I loved Prototype. I remember getting that joint for Christmas. I was digging it. You know why? Because it's like, when you play as that main character, like, I felt like a piece of shit in the best way possible. Like, I am a powerful asshole, and I don't give a fuck. And that was what was so dope about that game to me. Cass, you just wait until Jean Grey gets turned into Jean Pierre Legray in the Wolverine game. Alright, bro. Alright, dog. Are you relating her to the black woman that used to be the White House press secretary? Is that what you relating that to, my guy? Yo, if that's what you was really going for, you fucking asshole. Yo, how do you wallet, dog? Infamous also. Infamous was cool. But I played the first Infamous game, like, early PS4 generation. I will say those controls did not age too well. Didn't age too well. I've been hoping for an Infamous remaster for so long, and just PlayStation just don't give a fuck. They don't care, so that's why I don't care, right? Radical also made the best whole game in existence. I never got to play that one, but I heard a lot of great things. Let's see. Where are we at here? Oh my god. Can't wait to not play Fable. Forza Horizon 6 is another big one. To me, I don't look. Who knows? It could end up being like a mid-release, but in terms of places that they're making, like the fact that Forza Horizon 6 is taking place in Japan, day one, I'm in. I can't wait to just drive through Japan and really have that experience. Dude, exactly, Nissan. Japan Forza is a day one. I have to wonder, like, how the Forza Horizon, like, franchise or, like, side of the franchise is going to be able to top that. You know, Forza going to Japan really helps its sales. Yes, that's what has me just, I'm in, bro. I'm so fucking in. It's good. I'm excited, you know. I I can't wait to play that bitch on my ultra wide and just have all those beautiful bleeding colors of like cherry blossoms. And dude, I'm excited. I'm so excited. So that's definitely one that the place that it's in is what got me hooked, like day one, easily. I be forgetting that there's a Game of Thrones game in development. Gothic 1 remake, I heard that one is a sussy for sure. Inzoi's coming to PS5. That's what's up. Inzoi is pretty solid. I need to go back to Inzoi, but that's definitely one that I will definitely be playing that for many years, like on and off, because that's how I am with like Sims games back in the day. I would go back to them on and off, and I would have my fun with them. Or is it better have mountain drifting in a 1980s Toyota? Hell yeah, I can dig it. Forza Horizon 1 soundtrack is still unmatched compared to other Forza Horizon soundtracks, in my opinion. And hey, man, shout out to you, bro. Fable can't be as bad as Felgard. I don't know, dog. Yo, Sir Duck. I mean, I hope it's better than Felgard because obviously there's some people that's interested in the game, and you know, I don't want to be a killjoy, but I don't know, bro. We have to wait and see. I played all 3 Infamous. I have Second Son. Sad they never ported Infamous games to PC, and the first 2 games on PS4. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Emerald. I played Second Son. And to be honest with you, I love Second Son. I love that game. I had so much fun in that game. It was cool to play as the good guy, bad guy, and then play as end up playing as Fetch in, was it First Light? I enjoyed that too. It was fun stuff. They should port that to PC. That's an easy. I mean, I would buy it day one again. Complete edition with the standalone DLC included. The Veilguard. If Veilguard can exist, Fable can be a Veilguard too. Oh man. All right. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. I am so sus on this game. I will not buy it day one. Just because John Carpenter is the headline of the game does not mean it's going to be good. Anything John Carpenter attaches his name to in modern day should be, do not just jump into it. Like, I'm just being real with y'all. I remember watching, he had like this Peacock TV show, like John Carpenter's Suburban Screams or something. I watched like 2 episodes. I'm like, this is dog shit. Yo, why the fuck would he attach his name to this garbage? And like, that's just how it is with John Carpenter in modern day, bro. Like, I love him. He's one of my all-time favorite game directors, and he likes video games. Excuse me, movie directors. Sorry, he's one of my all-time favorite movie directors. I watch his movies multiple times a year, but I will say be cautious. The name being the title is a giant red flag.
Every time I say Inzoi, I think of Doodle Bob from SpongeBob.
Oh, man.
Illinois.
Yo, Sir Lawrence, thank you for the 5, my guy. I appreciate you, brother. The name being in the title is a giant red flag for game quality. Yeah, and I'm judging based upon the things that John Carpenter has chosen to attach himself to over the past few years. It's something I will say, be cautious. And another thing that has me sus about Toxic Commando is a game that's supposed to be like an 80s game, but like the characters all look like they're modern day slop characters. So that definitely don't win me over. The Toxic Commando soundtrack might be good though. Maybe so. Wouldn't surprise me if that's the case. It might have the Sonic effect, where like, what I mean by that is it could be a good Sonic game, it could be a shit Sonic game, but you're gonna get a good soundtrack nonetheless, right? Hopefully it's just his name. He had no input. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best, but I ain't buying that joint day one. You're gonna have to prove it to me. And then it's a co-op game as well. If there's no player base, what the fuck is the point, you know? So we have to wait and see on that. Oh my god, Marathon's supposed to be coming out this year. Jesus. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. I wonder how this game is going to turn out. Not that I want it. I'm just interested to see how a game that's been in development so long, like, what's the end game? Is it actually going to be good? Is it going to be ass? Like, what's going to happen? Marvel Token. I heard that I know multiple people that have tried this beta, and they said if you like fighting games, this ain't a good one. I know some good fighting game players, and they just like, yeah, this is made for dummies. This game is made for retards. I'm like, damn. Marvel's Wolverine, Metro Rivals New York. What the fuck is that? Dude, Mouse PI for hire, day one, not even to be bro. I'm so excited for Mouse PI for hire. It got delayed into next year. So excited for that joint, man. Marathon's gonna flop so fucking hard, yo. The thing is, I don't know who the fuck is actually interested in Marathon. Like, nobody can answer this question. Like, who is this game for? Who the fuck is actually genuinely excited for this game? Even Poem, bro, I asked that PlayStation gamer, like, yo, are you actually gonna buy this game day one? He's like, no, but I'm still interested in it. It's like, then who the fuck cares what you think? Like, you're not willing to buy the game day one, so clearly the game's not for you. Yo, Hypno, what's good, my man? Appreciate you pulling up, brother. So yeah, Mouse PI for hire, easy, day one. So excited for that. Onimusha, dude, I'm an old school Onimusha fan. But I'm also a Samanosuke fan. I'm looking at the game. I didn't play Onimusha 2 because Samanosuke was not in it. That's literally why I did not play what a lot of people consider the best Onimusha game. I was a hardcore Samanosuke stan. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I've always, like, by fact, I've always been this way. So I'm looking at Onimusha. It looks interesting, but then there's some things I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I want to see more. We'll see what happens, man. I do like that it's based off of I forget his name, but he's in like a lot of great Japanese films from back in the day. I think that's definitely a cool aspect. We'll see what happens. Fucking Foam Stars have more fans than Marathon is ever gonna get. If Foam Stars was dude, it's crazy. I remember the people gassing up Foam Stars, and I'm just like, huh? I could not believe the bullshit surrounding that game. Reanimal is an interesting game. I don't know if I'm gonna get it day one, but we'll see what happens. What else? Bro, there's a new Scott Pilgrim game? What the fuck? Since when? Oh my god. Bro, the Prince of Persia. I forgot this game even exists. Games with real life celebrities in them annoying me. Yeah, I feel you on that.
If anyone is interested in Marathon, buy it day one cause it won't be around long.
Yo, yo, casualties, bro. Dropping a fact. You ain't lying, my guy. You better buy that shit day one and get every ounce of gaming you can in it, because I don't think that bitch is gonna be around for long. Thank you so much for the 5, my guy. So, I get where you're coming from, Sirloins, and usually I feel the same way, but I don't. It's so weird because now we're talking about a celebrity that has been dead for a while, that was featured in film like well before I was even born, type deal. Somebody that I think is a respectable actor, right? It's not like these modern actors that they say some dumb shit and you just want to throw them all in the trash and you don't give a fuck about. And to me, it's different. You know what I mean? And you could say, well, Cass, you're not being consistent, and that's fair. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you know, I'm consistent on this, bro. I just have more respect for older actors than modern ones, and that's where I've been relatively consistent on. I don't care about these modern actors. I think the mass majority of them are pieces of shit. And I don't really think they bring forth good enough work for me to value them very much. Whereas at least homie that's gonna be featured in the new Onimusha game, I appreciate his work. I think he's a great actor of his time, and I think that he's also a handsome actor, dude. Like, you know, when he was younger. So I think that's pretty cool. And that's just what it is. De Niro. I mean, I love De Niro. I mean, I can't deny he's made so many of my all-time favorite movies. So That's just what it is. But yeah, is De Niro kind of an annoying prick now? Absolutely. And does he make a lot of slop content? Absolutely. What else we got? Oh my god, Skate 1 is going to be is it gonna have its official release? Yikes. Starship Troopers, bro. I feel like there's so many Starship Trooper games that have been coming out the past couple of years. This one looks cool though. Ultimate Bug War. That, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first person shooter. That one actually looks kind of interesting. Super Meat Boy will be a day one for me, even though I'm dog shit at Super Meat Boy games. But this 3D one looks so sexy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks so cool. Oh my god, bro. Nintendo has, bro. I swear, bro. Nintendo Switch 2 is so boring. Y'all have a re-release of Super Mario Wonder to look forward to on the Switch 2. Have fun, guys. Like, holy shit, bro. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. Yeah, that one I'm interested in. WWE 2K26. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a simp. I'm gonna simp. It is what it is. There's 2 Ease game. Oh, this is a Switch Ease game. So I think this one probably already came out. All right. Let's see what else. All right, this is my personal wish list of games that I've wish listed over time. Oh my god, I've had this game on my wish list since 2022. That's crazy, bro. Bro, added 12/8/2022 Blue Protocol. That's crazy. WWE bad. Leave me alone. I haven't bought a WWE game in years. I will have this. Fuck y'all. Balls of Meat look sexy to you, Cass? Bro. Zombie, thank you so much, brother.
Supposedly the single-player campaign for Star Citizen is coming out next year. It's called Squadron 42.
Yikes. Good luck with that, bro. Yo, I mean, hell, I hope that they give it to you because couldn't get into it. I don't even know, bro. I don't even remember like what I saw in this game because it's an MMORPG. I don't even like MMORPGs. I guess I thought it looked cool, but bro, I literally wish listed this fucking like it's about to be like 3 years ago. I don't even remember what I was interested in when it came to this. Now this game, Fatal Run. Ooh, okay, I remember this.
They always said my luck would dry up. Now,
dude, I like arcade racers. Those are my bag, bro. Oh yeah, I remember why I wish this. Atari coming back and all that shit.
Offer a reward for the capture of the Renegade Runner and his cargo.
Don't let them get anywhere near the Ark.
Yeah, I think that was.
You're beyond any talk of redemption. Prepare your soul for death.
Yeah, I remember why I wish listed that. I think it's fairly clear. Hermit and the Pig. This one I wish listed sometime last year. Oh my god. Yeah. This game reminds me of what's the game with the kids in it? Earthbound. Definitely remind me of some Earthbound shit. This is coming out January 22nd. Yes, Atari with the comeback, zombie. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck is this? Crazy shit that I like. Reanimal. This game is made by the homies that
We know from experience.
Oh my god.
What
Stop
it
it.
means to be awake.
These are the dudes that actually did Little Nightmares. It's crazy because they didn't do Little Nightmares 3, but they're doing this game instead.
We know from experience what it means to be awake.
The only thing is, this is kind of a co-op game, so I don't know how to feel about it.
To you living in new surroundings, We send a message of true sympathy.
See, I'm not much of a co-op gamer. Reanimal demo is sick. Yo, Infinity Nerd. Hey Cass, do you think I should buy a Switch 2? Well, how many games are you genuinely interested in playing? I really want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. Do you think that is it one game or is it multiple games you're interested in? You have to ask yourself, is it worth buying a brand new system for one game? Some people it is, some people it isn't. It really depends on how you feel about it. Can't wait for Replaced. Yes, dude, Replaced is a game that I've been interested. Dude, I wish listed this back in 2022, and it's finally coming out. Yeah, this will be a day one. I mean, I'm questioning the gameplay aspect of it. Is the gameplay gonna be fun? But I love like the visuals and I love like the setting and the atmosphere. That's what's really got me. Now, if the gameplay is ass, the gameplay is ass. I'll take a chance on it. I'm bummed out about how the Gothic remake is turning out. Hoping to be pleasantly surprised, but I doubt it. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all are kind of sus on that game. Cass is a lonely bitch. She hates playing games with others. I do more often than not. I'm not gonna lie to you. Tomorrow I won't be a lonely bitch, so I promise. Mouse PI for hire, obviously. All right, finally this game is coming out. What is this, Screamer? Oh my god. I don't even remember this. Combat racing? Hold up. Combat racing. Hold the fuck up, ready. Let me remind myself.
It's Gabrielle. Behold, the echo. We have
Let me see the gameplay. Fuck all this bullshit. I don't know how I feel about this. It's a little bit boring. It's a waifu game? Oh my god. A waifu? A guy version of a waifu game is a waifu game? That sounds crazy. I don't know how I feel about that. This one's coming out Q1 next year.
You've got nowhere left to run.
Oh yeah, I could tell why I threw this on the list.
bedtime yarn. It's below, and the heretics within.
Oh my god, it's hypnotic.
The heretics.
Bro, it's literally hypnotic, bro. It's hypnotic, my guy. Yo. It's hypno, bro. Oh man. Hypnotic is that you? We already know it is, bro. In a lot of games apparently now, bro. It'd be hilarious if they ended up seeing a YouTube video of like your character. It looks like you're the villain. Bro.
Fuck all that. Where do Gooner games at?
Where the Gooner games at? Oh shit. We gotta find them. So Lawrence, thank you so much for the team, ready. Bro, imagine if they saw your YouTube video and was like, yeah, this is a villain type of motherfucker. Oh, this game looked mad cute, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Starship Troopers Ultimate Bug War. Yeah, I remember throwing this one on my list because it looked interesting. Even though I don't really like Starship Troopers like that, but I like first-person shooters, and I was liking the style of that one. Alright. Halloween, obviously a day one. Even if it's trash, I gotta take the chance. It's a Halloween game. I'm gonna simp. Y'all know. If the game is ass, I'll tell you guys it's ass. All right. If it's fire, I won't be able to shut the fuck up about it. You're gonna have to unsub for me. So there's a suspicious amount of games with characters that look like me recently. You know what? You're not lying, Hypno. You're not lying at all. There's a lot of interesting games. Like if I did wishlist this Bloodstained game. All right. Yeah, this one definitely looked dope. Hold on, let me get a refresher.
Has been sighted
I do
again.
remember this. Yeah, I was kind of like interested, but also a little confused on where they were what they trying to do with this one. Alright. Well, there's a lot of small scale games that I'm interested in. Super Meat Boy, obviously day one. Is this like a reverse bullet hell game? Oh yeah, this one Densha Attack. Yeah, this one's definitely day one. Literally Jet Set Radio, but you're playing as a train. It's retarded, but why the fuck not, right? Echo Generation 2, easily day one. I like the first game. Stupid Never Dies. Yep, that's an interesting one too. Yeah, there's a lot of small scale games. There's like AA, indie, all that stuff. Bugsy 4D looks interesting. How awesome is Space Marine 2? I didn't get to play Space Marine 2 yet. I still need to play the first one. Yeah, I'm bro, I have a lot of games I need to catch up on. I've been fucking slipping this year. Holy shit. All right. It's always good to get a little bit of refresher because sometimes you forget about games that I end up wishlisting games and then I forget about them sometimes. All right, this one's kind of a little bit of a long video, but I definitely want to see what's up with it. You wish it Gunmetal Gothic? I don't know. I have too many games wishlisted, bro. Guns the Duel. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I probably missed it. Yo, low-key, that SpongeBob game looked kind of cool, and bro, I just got done roasting SpongeBob the other day. That's what's funny. Apparently, your 9800X 3D screams in Space Marine 2. Best way to play the game. Hell yeah. What's the new Suda51 game called? Looking forward to that. Oh yeah. So it's called. I'll let you know right now, brother. It comes out in February. And it's called Romeo is a Dead Man. That's it right there. It's coming out on pretty much everything except the Switch. February 11th. Yeah, I'm day one in that. I'll give Suda51 a chance. Did you hear that the WCW Buff Bagwell film being made is called Still Buff? Yo, that's funny. That's hilarious. Yo, C-Star, what's good, man? All right. So we got GNCA, Gamers Nexus, Consumer Advocacy. We're also NVIDIA X Palantir, whatever the fuck, Global Surveillance, Pre-Crime Arrests, and AI. So, yeah, this is kind of a weird one. I don't know what to make of this shit. I definitely wanted to check this one out. So, we about to see what's up.
NVIDIA sells entertainment and video gaming to consumers, and they sell weapons and surveillance to governments. Just this year, NVIDIA vastly increased its lobbying efforts by over $3 million. It spent millions with the current U.S. administration, including a $10 million donation to the White House ballroom, $1 million to the inauguration, and more. NVIDIA also partnered with the U.S. government's favorite AI military and mass surveillance software.
Yeah, I will say that one thing that's been very obvious that we've seen is like the government funding NVIDIA in regards to push AI, like the U.S. government specifically. And while I get where they're coming from with that, it's also scary as fuck. Like, we live in a dude, we live in a society, right? But watching, NVIDIA become one of the biggest companies ever, just based on AI and them working together with the government is some scary shit. As much as I like Gamers Nexus, I'm done dealing with this. I hope no one says videos like this insult request current news again. I mean, I think that it's usually I kind of avoid Gamers Nexus videos on a live stream because of like how autistic he gets into stuff. It's not very digestible more often than not. But I thought this was one worth looking into because I'm interested to know more, and a lot of us don't really know too much. So it's just it is interesting information to know. It could be good information to know. We'll see.
Company Palantir. That's in spite of the fact that those two companies were arguing about China just weeks before, because NVIDIA will work with anybody when the money is good.
Palantir is going to integrate NVIDIA so that we could process at the speed of light and at extraordinary scale.
If you're not familiar with Palantir, here's everything you need to know.
So Old Man Cass says NVIDIA has come out with some serious tech for use by troops on the ground. It's going to save a lot of lives. And that could be awesome too. I think with a lot of things like companies and whatnot, they end up doing some good things and then they end up doing some horrible things. I think maybe NVIDIA will fall into that general limelight because they are doing good things out there. But then when it comes to just like us, for example, like NVIDIA might be doing great things for the world, whatever. But when it comes to like gamers, they shit all over us. And it is such an awful situation to be stuck in.
No.
Our product is used on occasion to kill people.
And safe means that the other person is scared.
Palantir was co-founded by Peter Thiel, part of what's known as the PayPal mafia of the past,
Dungeon,
and
I'm
he's
to
also
check it out
a
later,
multi-billionaire who thinks freedom and
Appreciate
democracy are incompatible. Palantir's other co-founder and current CEO is Alex Karp, seen here after shoving a fork into an outlet, and his mindset appeals to angsty teenagers.
I don't think in win-lose. I think in domination.
Palantir is known for being the purveyor of mass surveillance and its corresponding fuck-ups, like its system helping law enforcement detain the wrong people based on faulty data, and enabling rogue employees to spy on co-workers. Meanwhile, the US government is relaxing AI regulations to rush through more data center construction. Recently, President Trump posted that, quote, there must be only one rulebook with some weird capitalization that seems like a one ring to rule them all thing if we are going to continue to lead in AI. We are beating all countries at this point in the race, he said, but that won't last long if we are going to have 50 states, which is it. What do you mean? What do you mean? It?
Yo, that's so scary. Yo, that's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, that's yo, son. The creation of Palantir is connected to one of the biggest rabbit holes on this planet. Oh my god. Bye, commie Ford. Yeah. Oh my god, bro. Mesa says, politics. Yeah. The Tuesday show could end up usually, like for Twilight Zone of Gaming, I definitely stay out of a lot of things. The Tuesday show kind of goes into a little bit different stuff than we usually do. Who knows? It could end up being a lot of different things. Fuck the government, yeah. Trump wants complete federal control over AI. No surprise there. So much for states' rights. Sounds very liberal, right? Sounds very, and I don't mean the traditional term of liberalism. I mean like modern liberalism.
If we're gonna have 50 states. Quote continues, many of them bad actors, end quote, before later saying that, quote, you can't expect a company to get 50 approvals every time they want to do something, end quote. We can see why Jensen likes him so much, leaving no opportunity unmonetized. NVIDIA and Palantir are increasing the speed at which AI data centers are built on the US's already strained power grid, which is predicted to increase energy bills and electricity blackouts across the country. To better understand what it is Jensen Huang and NVIDIA are so excited to partner with, we're first digging into Palantir, and then later in this video, we'll go through the relationship between these two companies. GNCA still remains community funded and without embedded third-party sponsors, which means this video is brought to you by you all. This video is our...
I don't have time. I don't have time
on October 28th.
But I don't have time for your ad today. Holy
NVIDIA held
shit.
a rare Washington, D.C.-based GTC keynote where NVIDIA announced its partnership with controversial data mining and war profiteering company Palantir, whose CEO in the
Oh man, Cat, I'm gonna have to check that out after the stream. Appreciate you sending me it though.
past has said things like this.
Bad times are very good for Palantir.
As for NVIDIA,
This is a Secret
was their
Service
announcement.
I have a
33.
second
Oh my
announcement.
god.
This is the single fastest enterprise company in the world. Probably the single most important enterprise stack in the world today. Palantir Ontology.
With that announcement, NVIDIA officially went from powering first-person shooter video games to powering real-person shooters. Palantir has historically run its platforms on cloud providers like AWS and Azure, but it's now integrating NVIDIA's computing stack to bolster performance. As Jensen Huang put it,
Palantir.
Yo, Mesa said this Call of Duty game, this new COD game looks insane. Oh, this is real. Oh man, bro. Scary shit, right? Yeah, it is. It is kind of wild. Come here, man. We got a Ziggy sighting. It is kind of wild how like a company that has made gaming tech is now going into totally other things now. Ziggy save us. I know, right? Ziggathin will save us.
Here is
He
going
said,
to
"What is
integrate
this dog
NVIDIA so
shit?"
that we could process at the speed of light and at extraordinary scale.
in addition to NVIDIA's hardware, Palantir will adopt NVIDIA's CUDA-X libraries and Nemotron models into its AI framework. We'll start with the most obvious but most difficult question about Palantir, which is, what the fuck is it? Palantir got its name from the Palantiri, which are the all-powerful seeing stones from Lord of the Rings that allow users to see far and wide. Not that one. There we go. That's the right one. The stones are the very ones that Dark Lord Sauron used to corrupt Saruman with. So, you know,
This is fucking
they named
scary
their
and
company
upsetting.
after that. Great start. Probably should have read the book a little.
See, I'm generally ignorant to this shit, and that's why I would like to know a little bit more. All right, because you guys know I'm like, I want to be left the fuck alone. That's just when it comes to really any of my habits. Just leave me alone when it comes to gaming, when it comes to real life shit. And I want to see what to expect from NVIDIA specifically when it comes to gaming or just what they're planning to do in the future. Because they have been an important, integral part of gaming. And now they kind of just threw that all away for other things. Cassie the Lone Gooner. Damn, Ziggy said, please change this. I know, right?
For those unfamiliar with Palantir, the company started in Silicon Valley in 2003 before relocating to Denver, Colorado. It started with a self-described mission of, quote,
building data-driven operations and decision-making software.
Here's a behind-the-scenes look at one of the company's old advertisements.
The future of information systems and robotics. The future of national defense. Cyberdyne Systems.
I don't know how that got in there.
Damn,
Early on,
you know?
Palantir worked with and was backed by the CIA, but Palantir eventually branched out to work with the FBI, ICE, and the DoD. And then, when it got bored of having partners with only 3 letters and wanted more, it worked with state and local law enforcement. The DoD previously awarded Palantir a $10 billion contract in August. The DoD said it received just one bid for the $10 billion contract. In an attempt to fight the baddies or something, Palantir created its Gotham platform, which the company says offers AI-driven combat superiority. If you want to think of Palantir as the analog to Cyberdyne, then
Bro, it's crazy because we use AI for fun shit, and you're just seeing what governments and companies are using AI for, and it's like some of the scariest shit I've ever fucking seen. Ziggy's meowing and he sounds so mad. Like, look at his face. He looks so upset. What'd you say, Ziggy? Huh? What'd you say?
Gotham could be thought of as its Skynet.
What happened, Ziggy?
Without the artificial intelligence capabilities being AI sentience. For now. At least. Gotham compiles data from sensors, cameras, and reports and can give users recommended courses of action through a ChatGPT-style chat box. You watch a snippet from this video to see it in action.
Satellites in orbit high above the Earth can look through any window window, in any building, in any city, anywhere in the world.
Wait, sorry, that's Cyberdyne again from Terminator. Here's the right one this time.
We start with a military operator responsible for monitoring activity within Eastern Europe. They've just received an alert that military equipment is amassed in a field 30 kilometers from friendly forces.
I'm here for the next 2 hours, brother. This guy's voice sounds like James Woods. For real? Dude, I haven't heard James Woods' voice in a long time.
AIP leverages large language models to allow operators to quickly ask questions. Show me more details. They ask what enemy units are in the region and leverage AI to build out a likely unit formation. What enemy military unit is in the region?
This RTS-looking interface leverages so-called AI to identify and destroy things. If you haven't been following the news, AI detection has already been used by law enforcement to wrongfully arrest people after facial recognition tools wrongfully matched people's faces with prior perpetrators. These aren't always...
Yo, son, I didn't even know they were using this type of shit in America. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been super ignorant. Bro, we were like looking at China for all their like facial recognition bullshit that they've been pushing. That's like the norm over there. It's like, bro, we're following the same path. It's so weird, right? Cassie, just watch any dystopic anime from the 90s and you'll be caught up on the topic. Yo, it's so sad that it's true. Find me a Harvest Smith video. Oh, man. I'm still at work. I got you, man. Y'all surprised about this? No, nobody is surprised. Literally, we're shocked at how fast. I'm personally shocked at how fast they're following all of the guides. All right, all the film guides and book guides to literally the self-destruction of the human race. Did you hear him? Did you hear? Oh my God, ow. Yo, he's so mad. He's like, I don't want to hear this bullshit.
Palantir, but this is a thing that's getting widespread. So applying this to dropping bombs from the sky via Palantir is the next obvious natural progression. The tool provides a bird's eye example of what a battlefield scenario might look like, and Palantir's video provides a specific example of how an operator can use Gotham to tell a drone to fly over to a specific region to gather more footage of potential hidden hostiles or just kill them.
Task the MQ-9 to capture video of this location.
Look, we're actually not using these clips just to be funny anymore. This whole thing sounds eerily similar to Skynet's advertisements in Terminator.
Skynet can react instantly with anything from a strategic airstrike using a single drone to the deployment of 10
Silent Night, what's up, bro?
or the 6th Fleet.
The company named its platform Gotham because it sees the world as a crime-ridden hellhole riddled with supervillains that need to be stopped. In that capacity, at least, they're right. The world is a crime-ridden hellhole riddled with supervillains. It's just the supervillains here are the ones with the AI grift who are widening the divide between normal people and the trillionaires who benefit from all of this technology. The name Gotham is also probably heavily inspired by this specific scene from The Dark Knight, in which Batman invents a controversial, high-frequency generator that uses smartphones to spy on the denizens of Gotham. The movie basically alluded to its existence as a necessary evil. We guess Palantir leaned into the evil part by naming its spying system Gotham, at least in the movie.
Yo, it's so crazy how these companies are so on the nose. Like they really don't care as to what what the perception is towards the shit that they're doing. They're like all in on the fuckery. They're so on the nose. Don't worry, y'all. It'll just be for the bad guys, except the ones on a particular island. Oh my God. Sad realities, right? Osna said the scary thing is Skynet's actually real. We're literally talking about Skynet shit that our government is funding and literally dumping all of our money into. It's scary, right?
Movie, though, there's a kill switch, and Lucius Fox ends up shutting it down. Now, killing people isn't the only thing that Palantir does. Palantir has also seeped its way into non-defense sectors of the government, like the IRS or some of the federal public health agencies. It eventually went public in 2020 and transitioned to work with private enterprises. The company created Palantir Foundry, which it has described as the, quote, operating system for the modern enterprise, end quote. Like Gotham, but applied to enterprise, Palantir Foundry was basically specified to help companies increase productivity from the data that they've harvested and mined or just gathered from the course of doing business. And Palantir is now used in a wide variety of industries that include finance, healthcare, manufacturing, military, and more. The company now reportedly serves over 150 countries and has offices across North America, Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and Australia. Beyond country borders and governments, Palantir has numerous enterprise customers. NVZone reported that Fiat Chrysler...
That is mad fucking scary, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I've been telling y'all, the crazy thing is, like, bro, it's like, we all looked at, like, Skynet, like, this is Skynet, bro. Like, multiple companies are like Skynet. They, literally, it's more than just one company. That's the scary thing, bro.
Has used Palantir to identify faulty car parts. Airbus, they say, has used Palantir to address manufacturing issues, and BP has used it to increase oil production. Other high-profile customers include Walmart and Wendy's. Now, personally, I'm looking forward to when...
Yo, Oz, are you good, bro? What the fuck? Yo, that's a crazy statement.
Wendy can not only bomb your intestines from within, but also bomb your vehicle from orbit because you didn't go through the drive-thru fast enough. At GTC, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang showcased how Lowe's was using Palantir to optimize its business decisions. The retailer has purportedly created a digital replica of its global supply chain, and NVIDIA cited how its partnership with Palantir could help the home improvement chain pivot its shipping logistics whenever things like unpredictable weather may cause international shipping delays. But Jensen didn't cover all of the use cases that Lowe's has for AI, and you should know about some of the other use cases for AI that companies like Lowe's deploy. Now look, Flock is a different company from Palantir, but they're all kind of doing similar things, which is building out AI, facial recognition, and people profiling solutions that we think you should be concerned about. So let's take a closer look at some of these other examples of concerns with AI and corporate overreach. Home Depot and Lowe's have both used Flock security cameras and plate readers, and they share that data with the police. 404 Media reported, quote, the sheriff's office is able to tap into Flock license plate reading cameras at 173 different Lowe's locations around the U.S., end quote, and that the Flock cameras, quote, constantly scan the license plates of cars that drive by. Because there are Flock cameras around the country, Flock often has a snapshot of people's movements, which police can search, typically without a warrant.
Yo, that's so fucking crazy. That is so, oh my god, bro. Ugh. My brain hurts. Those Flock readers run on outdated Android versions and are easily hackable. Yo, that's so wild to me. I didn't even know any of this, by the way. Now you see why I wear the guy by Fox V for Vendetta mask. At this point, I should come to the US. You should come to the Middle East, yo. You ain't lying. I've heard of Flock from Louis Rossman. Dude, that dude is on point with shit. This is like Captain Planet, except with their powers combined. They call the T-1000. Oh my god, yo. Mark of the Beast. Crazy, right? That cabin in the woods looking good now, Cass. Don't you realize that Trump wants to take away that possibility as well? Trump wants to do, this is like the most liberal thing that Trump has pushed for, that I know of, was that he wants to bring internet by the government across the entire US. Like even in places that you want, like for example, you want to live in the woods. Yeah, he wants to bring internet even to there as well. So all that shit, you know, that dream he wants to eliminate as well.
End quote. That's right. These systems,
yeah,
like
government
the one we showed
internet
at the
across
beginning of this
the
video,
entire
can build
US.
a profile on you. They can look at things like the bumper stickers on your car and start to figure out what ideologies you might associate with. Maybe you have a band that's somewhat political as a bumper sticker on the car. It could also, though, look at where you go, who you associate with, the vehicles of your friends, the associates who are nearby, people who are just in the frame who might not be good people, but you happen to be next to. It could also, in theory, look at whether you go to a church, a mosque, a synagogue, or none of them at all, and determine what kind of religious background you might have or lack of it. Further, these could look at if you've attended any protests, or perhaps wrongfully associate you with some kind of crime, like a break-in, or maybe associate you with a riot, simply for walking near while it happened. While NVIDIA talks about optimizing the workflow of something like the Lowe's warehouse for shipping logistics, the real AI use of these department stores now also includes tracking and profiling. Less sinister, or maybe not, they can also use this technology to look at how long...
Yo, Nissan says is always living underground with the mole people in the hollow earth. That sounds very Demolition Man of you, sir.
You linger in front of a store shelf before deciding not to buy the thing you're looking at, and then later shovel ads of that thing in front of you until you finally cave and decide, you know what, I actually did want that when I saw it in the store. So about a week ago, in front of this suspected ICE field office, there were 2 camera surveillance towers that look sort of like this. These surveillance towers include license plate readers, so when I drove away from it, it tagged my car, and then it'll add it to a profile that exists for everywhere else I've driven with one of these security apparatus. Private companies can use this information to track movements of people around town in their car, and you could see situations where it might be useful to apply parallel construction, to put somebody in proximity to a manufactured scandal of some kind. But this modern surveillance is part of a new concerning trend, which is the idea of a pre-crime apparatus where law enforcement are now taking information that is supposed to be predictive of a crime that might happen to then act on it and, in theory, prevent it if it were ever going to happen. Like some kind of weird Minority Report type of situation. This could be used against anybody where, for the right price, especially if you run a large company, you might have access to data like this that profiles someone everywhere they've ever been, everywhere their car has ever been monitored, what's on the back of their car, what those bumper stickers might tell you about their associations or their political beliefs or otherwise.
He literally
All of
did
that
say it.
is for sale. It's not only for use by governments, but it is being funneled through private companies that are fueling the AI bubble as we know it. Now, the particular towers that we saw recently were in front of a suspected ICE detention facility in North Carolina, and this branch was recently accused of throwing a U.S. citizen into a van and driving away with him before later dumping him on the side of the road to walk back to his work.
I mean, yo, Emerald, not for nothing, I don't trust any of these companies. At the end of the day, right? If I'll do business with them if they give me what I want, but other than that, you know, it kind of just is what it is. How did he get to Minority Report? We don't have those physics. A lot of accusations. Look up NSPM 7. Palantir is going to be used to arrest Democrats and activists. Yo. UK already has thought crimes. We're just following their lead. Yo, it's crazy because it's true, man. It is crazy because it's true. The idea of like arresting people for crimes like the government or these companies think you're gonna commit is some scary shit. Nobody trusts these fuckers. Absolutely not. We don't trust them. I'd rather die than go to that, mates. We have a very questionable future ahead of us, guys. It's definitely wild. Companies want as much money as possible, and the lengths they will go is scary. I mean, here's the thing. This is crazy levels of, I guess, fascism, right? Where you have governments and major businesses conspiring together. For what, really? But to look at us as criminals before we ever even committed a crime. That's the crazy thing, right? Or what kills me even more, to essentially hold your foot to the fire over crimes that are victimless. That's some scary shit too, right? Like, bro, imagine if you're jaywalking, right? And it doesn't affect anybody. Matter of fact, nobody's around. Who cares, right? Imagine getting clipped for something like that. Like, victimless crimes, to me, is fucking insane. Like, to be held accountable for. You are a criminal for your potential exactly. That's what these motherfuckers is eventually leading towards. It's some scary stuff, bro.
Work site. So at this point, it does feel like a real dystopian Skynet is among us, and it's being accelerated by NVIDIA, which more than ever is targeting and appealing to governments rather than basically anyone else. But let's talk about some of the monetary impacts. Following the announcement between NVIDIA and Palantir, both companies' stock rose by over 7%, and NVIDIA became the first company to hit a $5 trillion market cap. Considering NVIDIA became the first company to hit a $4 trillion market cap just a few months prior, back in July, the bubble is brewing quickly. The news that NVIDIA and Palantir became fast partners came as a little bit of a surprise, because Palantir Chief Technology Officer Shyam Sankar recently penned an opinion piece on October 17th, just 11 days before the GTC keynote announcement. It was published in the Wall Street Journal with a page that reads, quote, "Jensen Huang is wrong about China," end quote. In it, the CTO talks about the tensions between the United States and China and wrote, quote, "Mr. Huang says, subquote, doesn't have to be all us or them. It could be us and them," and subquote, and end quote. Sankar asserted that this wasn't possible, and he continued, quote, "The Communist Party believes China and the US are locked in a great struggle for mastery. In this worldview, it isn't enough for China to rise, the US must fall," end quote. One interesting thing to note regarding this story is that the title of this opinion piece was changed and softened from "Jensen Huang is wrong about China" to
Oh yeah, these companies have been harvesting our information for fucking over a decade now. That's the scary thing too, right? Palantir also has contracts with police and law enforcement agencies, including the DMV, to harvest data from citizens. Yeah, like he's been going over that subtly as well in this video. I hated AI art because I would rather draw with my human hands. Yo, Zombie, thank you so much for the buckaroo, my guy.
When this AI bubble pops, it's going to be way worse than the dot-com bubble in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being the case for sure. I mean, there's a lot at stake. There's a lot at stake, and these companies and even like are so desperate to make all the money. It's about obedience, but it's really about financial gain. Imagine the ticket revenue. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. It's some scary shit, bro. Unfortunately, this bubble is gonna pop. Proof with the multiple governments backing, at least specifically this use case. And what's scary too is that like with the government funding this type of shit, who knows how long it'll take for the bubble to pop? Because it's one thing when just companies themselves are funding these sorts of projects and are pushing these limits, but when you have essentially like infinite money because you're also teamed up with the government on this shit, that's also a scary thing too. Yes, would never allow coexistence between superpowers. Rome is falling in real time. Yo, Beach Lurker, what's good, my man? Cast in a YouTube world full of princesses. Thank you for being a queen. Oh man, nah, man, I'm just me, brother. That's it, bro. Nah, thank you for being a king and being here and hanging out with us and supporting. And thank you so much for being a good friend, my guy. Always wishing you the best. You know, I hope you have a better 2026 than 2025. And I hope that for all you guys, bro. Yup, Matt, 100%. Thank George Bush for giving the government legal permission to spy on us legally. Patriot Act is the most un-American thing ever signed into law. 100%, bro. 100%. Unfortunately, this is a lot more than selling products. It is. It's more so making all the money, but also throwing everyone else under the bus to make all the money. 100%. I'm cleaning under my desk. Oh shit! What you got under there, Mitty? You got some fucking gum under the table, bro? Yo, some used gum. Ugh.
Why the China doves are wrong. That change was made after the announcement of the new relationship between Palantir and NVIDIA, from what we could find. Whatever the reason, we don't think it's a good look to softly and retroactively modify this post-partnership. Palantir isn't a company that's afraid to be confrontational or controversial. It's posted advertisements across college campuses that read, quote, "A moment of reckoning has arrived for the West. Our culture has fallen into shallow consumerism while abandoning national purpose. On the factory floor, in the operating room, across the battlefield, we build to dominate," end quote. CEO Alex Karp has even referred to themselves as, quote, "heretics" in a letter.
Yo, homie does not mind sounding like a fucking supervillain. That's insane. Yo, that's fucking insane.
Sent to shareholders. So he's a man who clearly has a need to feel tough whenever he talks, at least. And this takes us to our next topic, which is Palantir's leadership.
Ready to live in the pod? Oh, hell no, bro.
With the concept and with the seed funding for this company. For those unfamiliar with the billionaire venture capitalist, Thiel is one of the co-founders of PayPal, making him a member of the PayPal Mafia, as it's called, which represents a group of investors who have successfully invested in a variety of Silicon Valley startups. Thiel is sometimes considered the Don of the group and is extremely well connected in the industry, as shown in this chart by Dorothy Gambrell. He's gone on record to say some controversial stuff like, quote, "I no longer believe that freedom and democracy are compatible," end quote. These really aren't the words you want to hear from the creator of a company that facilitates mass surveillance, seen as he's saying freedom's not compatible with democracy. So you're just not going to have it, I guess. Also death, they facilitate that too. Speaking of death, he also famously paused for an extremely awkward and uncomfortable amount of time in this interview.
You would prefer the human race to endure, right? You're hesitating.
Yeah, well,
yes?
I don't know. I would,
this is a long hesitation. This is a long hesitation.
There's so many questions implicit in
Should
this.
the human race survive?
Thiel is also oddly obsessed with...
Yo, son, how the fuck is that a difficult question, my guy? What the fuck? Yo, how is that a difficult question? Yo, son. Yo. Yeah, that's like epic levels of hesitation, bro. I've never seen some shit like that. Bro, literally, bro. We have the supervillains of all these movies literally in bed with our government and many governments across the world. That's insane, right? Wow. That's some weird shit, bro. This motherfucker hates humanity clearly, right? I mean, when you're a head of a major corporation that wants to make all the money, I feel like in a lot of ways humanity stands in the way of making all the money. Because guess what? You have to think of like basic human rights and stuff like that, which these motherfuckers don't care about. They don't give a fuck. And people still trust the government, bro. Yeah, if anything, they want to give the government more power. Scary shit, bro. Definitely not my bag. I wouldn't hesitate to answer. Instant no. We will live on through our sex bot. Oh my God. Terrible. Cass, who could be the leader of the human resistance? I mean, here's... I will pick you guys a leader of the human resistance, all right? This is my choice leader for the human resistance right here. All right, in true cult classic fashion, all right, I have to choose my guy of choice, which is Kennard Thunderbeak. Yes, and like I said, true cult classic fashion. I can't help myself. I will always be a stan of the cult classics. Cassie is John Connor. Oh my God. All right, the selfless leader of the Mighty Ducks that sacrificed himself in the first fucking episode to save everybody else. All right, I want him as my leader because not only is he selfless, but he's the coolest motherfucker ever. And I was so depressed at the end of the first episode when he disappeared. And he looks awesome with the mask on. I think personally he looks cooler than Wildwing. A Duckman. Absolutely. He is my favorite Duckman. Shout out to Kennard. Bro, this is why. See, you guys see why my name is Cult Classic Cage. Because I prefer the majority of cult classics. We need the SWAT cats. Facts. Facts. I could dig it. But that would be my choice as the leader of the resistance. Kennard.
His belief of an antichrist. With something as potentially dangerous as AI,
Oh
we
my
think
God.
it is a good thing actually to have guardrails put in place and protection mechanisms. In fact, even Elon Musk, another fellow member of the PayPal mafia, has had some strong beliefs in having guardrails, at least prior to his XAI endeavor.
Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes. Far. So why do we have no regulatory oversight? This is insane.
But Thiel has likened tech regulations to empowering a supposed antichrist. He's been quoted as saying, quote, "In the 21st century, the antichrist is a Luddite who wants to stop all science," end quote, before relating that to someone like Greta Thunberg. He's also a chairman of the board for Palantir, and he's a stockholder. I'm gonna be real with you, it's real fucking weird to continually say the word antichrist in one of these videos, and it's like actually relevant and not a joke. Let's move on and instead talk about this other guy, Palantir's CEO and man caught in a hurricane, Alex Karp. To his credit, Karp has acknowledged the risks that AI poses and told CNBC, quote, "My general bias on AI is it's dangerous," end quote. But like Palantir CTO Sanker, he also amplified the divide between China and the US and added, quote, "Either we win or China will win," end quote. And again, this is the company that just partnered with NVIDIA, so they do still have some differing beliefs because NVIDIA has been trying to keep all the glue together that holds together its sales for both the US and for China, because that's how NVIDIA makes the most money. Regardless of whether or not you believe the "either we win or China will" quote from Alex Karp here, it is certainly beneficial for Palantir's bottom line for the US government to believe that quote. And a tactfully applied boogeyman can be found in just about every...
I'm gonna say, Cass, send me this video. I'm gonna do more research. Bro, why do you think with every video that I react to, for the most part, right? Unless it's posted on Twitter, why do you think I have this up here? Because I want you guys to, if at any point you want to do your own research, you want to look into more of it, and obviously to give credit to the creator. There you go, bro. Right there. Right there. I think someone posted it in, let me see. You know, I'll share it to you real quick. I got you, bro. But at any point, I like for you guys to go be able to do your own research too, so. Or look at it for yourself. I can't see it's too small. I'm on mobile. That's fair. I sent it to you either way. So you got it. But yeah, it's some crazy shit, bro. I wanted to learn more because honestly, I'm genuinely ignorant. Like I said, I'm just your regular average gamer. I don't know that much, but I'm also concerned with the future, right? I don't trust males with long haircuts in general. I mean, the reason why their hair is long is lack of haircuts. Nissan said, "I'll never understand why these successful folks believe in supernatural powers. They are such narcissists you'd think they believe they are God." True that. True that. Maybe it's all a lie. Maybe it's like they think this is normal to say, even though they're not normal. Or they're just feigning normalcy.
Country's rhetoric in the world. When asked about what concerns AI might pose, Karp told Axios.
Chief brings up a good point. Don't be too concerned. We're all fucked. Just live your best life. And I agree with that too. Like for me, I want to be generally knowledgeable, but I'm not obsessively diving into it. For me, I don't like to obsess over it too much. I just want to generally see where the direction is headed and just have that generally on my mind. Just to have some general knowledge, so I'm not completely, caught off guard sort of deal. But I in no way obsess over this stuff, because at the end of the day, I don't have no control over it. Whatever happens, happens, right? So I agree with you on that. Definitely don't be too concerned, but don't be completely ignorant too. Just have a general idea of what's going on. You're telling me to go out in the real world, and I'm still going to be trapped. Absolutely. That's become the norm now, sadly. I mean, gotta be prepared for war. I mean, bro, 2026, I'll be buying a brand new firearm. That is for sure. That's definitely something. That is definitely a major goal for me next year.
No decision is without risk. And the risk we have to absorb here is going long on this because it's not like...
Bro's hair keeps getting more and more retarded the more I see this motherfucker, bro.
We're not doing this in a vacuum. We are going to be the dominant player, or China's going to be the dominant player.
Addressing privacy concerns, the Palantir CEO deflected criticism with a false dichotomy and added this.
So it's like when people are worried about surveillance, it's not... Honestly, of course, there are huge dangers there. But, you know, it's like you...
Oh, Nelly, trust me, I got one too. I'm looking to expand, my guy. I'm definitely looking to expand 100%, but I support it, bro. He looks like Einstein. Oh my God, bro. I think that's disrespectful to Einstein. Cass, I'm scared. Mitty, you live out in, Australia? I don't blame you for being scared, my guy. What they're doing over there, I don't wish that shit on nobody, right? And then I'm scared for you guys over there. Join the Discord, free support hugs for the homies. Facts. They want to compete with China on who's the bigger asshole. Facts. Yep, I feel you on that.
We'll have far fewer rights if America's not in the lead.
In other words, the logic here is spy on Americans now before China beats us to it. You can't lose your rights in the future if you lose them now instead. Rejecting concerns that society might be heading too fast into AI,
scary
the Palantir
shit, bro.
CEO told BBC Radio, quote, "Many of the people asking for a pause on AI are asking for a pause because they have no product," end quote. We imagine that after that, he added this.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Seth Rogen's reply seems weirdly fitting here also.
It is.
No, it's not. They hate us because we is us, and what we is doing is fucking terrible.
It's not exactly some kind of brilliant, erudite statement to say that people who don't have a stake in something that is irresponsible and generates lots of money would be the ones asking for it to slow down. For example, dumping pollutants into lakes and rivers because that's the cheap thing to do. Probably the other people drinking that water would say, hey, maybe we should put a pause on this for a minute. Statements like Carp's that only losers want to pause AI make more sense.
How does this dude's hair get more and more retarded? Like, how is that possible? Like, every time I think, like, his hair is peak retardation, somehow in the next clip, he manages to one-up himself. Holy shit. We don't have any rights anymore. Jokes on you. Honestly, it's, in a sense, it is true. It is true. They give you the idea that you have rights. Like, just enough slack to where you feel comfortable, even though in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of bad. It's kind of fucking bad. Sad to say. Yo, Nick, what's good, my man?
That Palantir dude actually held a seminar on the Antichrist smiling face with horns. I don't trust that J.AG off.
Yep.
Hail Vulcan salute Cassie and chat.
Yo, Vulcan salute, my guy. That jag off. Nah, I definitely feel you there, bro. His hair is god awful. It can't get worse, bro. He proves you wrong every video, every new clip. His hair is a mind of his own.
It's when you hear Carp saying half-baked things like,
if you've done something big and important, you're probably a good person.
You can tell that to the likes of people like, I don't know, Sam Bankman-Fried, Martin Shkreli, Pablo Escobar, and, well, I guess we could go down the route of Godwin's law of internet discourse too. But again, statements like these might make sense when you define safety as...
And safe means that the other person is scared. That's how you make someone safe.
When Carp was speaking about the benefits of scare tactics while on Fox, Carp stated,
if you want to have peace in the world, that's how you do it.
Thanks to Cyberdyne Systems and Skynet, our children will grow up in a world free of fear.
Addressing Palantir detractors while boasting about the company's rising stock, Carp stated on Fox Business,
and to all supporters of Palantir, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. And to all people who've hated on us, enjoy your coal.
I will, thanks. You too. Now, if you're thinking that NVIDIA's partnership with Palantir might only extend to the enterprise optimization part, the workflows, the digital...
Yo, facts, Nissan. Absolute facts. Nissan said, you have rights until you're a threat, then bye-bye. And just ask Japanese Americans during World War II, where they were rounded up for simply being Japanese, even though they were Americans. Crazy how that happened. Fucking wild.
Little twins and not to the war machine part, then think again, because Jensen Huang said this.
We work with Palantir to accelerate everything Palantir does so that we could do data processing at a much, much larger scale and more speed, whether it's structured data of the past, and of course we'll have structured data, human recorded data, unstructured data, and process that data for our government, for national security, and for enterprises around the world, process that data at speed of light, and to find insight from it. This is what it's going to look like in the future.
And as if to leave no ambiguity on the subject, Jensen later told Joe Rogan this.
Well, I'm happy that our military is going to use AI technology for defense. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to see all these tech startups now channeling their technology capabilities towards defense and military applications. I think you need to do that.
The only thing that was missing was his patented Captain America outfit when he said it.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Now, if we got distracted by these arguments and talking points, you might say that a lot of people could contest that American prosperity and economic security would be best secured by ensuring that Americans have access to things they need to economically secure themselves, like better healthcare or something, rather than funneling all that money into the military. Speaking to Rogan, Jensen stated,
I think I'm happy that we're making it more socially acceptable. You know, there was a time where when somebody wanted to channel their technology capability and their intellect into defense technology, somehow they're vilified.
Yeah, I don't get it either, Jensen. I mean, it's just us right now. Like, look, how are you gonna vilify people who develop discriminatory killing machines? I mean, we gotta leave room for the people who develop the indiscriminate killing machines too. Am I right? I mean, the people doing the vilifying should be killed. I mean, the AI should kill. I mean, more recently, NVIDIA and Palantir have partnered up to create Chain Reaction, which Palantir describes as an, quote, operating system for American AI infrastructure, end quote. It's designed to accelerate the construction and powering of AI data centers in the US, which are already straining the power grid and whose generators are linked with the rise in local diagnoses of things.
This is what concerns me, because at the end of the day, like, how is this all going to affect my wallet, right? And my quality of life? Because, you know, these our government, as well as obviously these companies, have no problem making our lives hell in order for them to succeed. And as selfish as it is, yeah, I don't want my quality of life to be shittier just to fucking just to fund your ventures or to give you guys the power that you need. No, I want my quality of life to stay the same. It's like it's crazy, because it's like, coming to your town, yeah, it's like, bro, I don't want to pay more electricity because of your bullshit, and I don't want to be withheld power because of your guys' bullshit. Like, fuck y'all. That's why people's electric bills is shooting up, double the price. Crazy, right? It's insane how shit is going, man.
It's like chronic obstructive pulmonary.
This is why I use the Ariat. If we gonna be locked in an electronic cage no matter what, I might as well have some fun with it first.
I mean, I feel that, Nissan, 100%. I mean, at the end of the day, what we're doing is nothing compared, despite us obviously having numbers, right? All the shit that we're doing is nothing comparable to what these cocksuckers are doing. Like, what you're doing is a drop in the bucket. It's even less than that. It's like maybe a fucking 20th of the drop in the bucket. So I ain't mad at you about that, bro. Fuck yeah. Push your bullshit. Do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, it's nothing. It's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction comparison to what they're doing.
Disease, or COPD. According to federal regulators, the explosion of AI data center demand has already pushed U.S. electricity usage so high that parts of the country now face heightened blackout risks in the winter. Peak demand jumped by roughly 20 gigawatts in a single year, and the North American Electric Reliability Corporation warned that extreme cold could trigger supply shortages across the country. To put that 20 gigawatt peak jump into perspective, the largest nuclear power plant in the United States produces about 4.5 gigawatts of power. NVIDIA bolstering the rise of Palantir is concerning for a number of reasons. Some of them easier, like when its CEO says things like this.
Palantir is here to disrupt and make the institutions we partner with the very best in the world, and when it's necessary, to scare enemies and on occasion kill them.
When it's not killing people, Palantir says it values your privacy. Palantir wrote, quote, "We treat privacy as a first-order concern at every stage of the engineering process and build privacy features as core capabilities in our platforms, seamlessly integrated with analytical and collaboration tools," end quote. But what the company says and what it does, a big surprise to all of you, it doesn't always align. In a peer-reviewed article titled "The Seer and the Seen," surveying Palantir's surveillance platform, end quote, authors Andrew Iliadis and Amelia Acker wrote, quote, "While Palantir attempts to distance itself publicly from the image of a global tech firm that facilitates the..."
Hold up. Mitty, you say you pay $3,000 every 3 months for electricity, my guy? What the fuck? God damn, it's a privilege for you to spend time. Bro, I feel like I'm privileged to have you spend time with us. God damn. Holy shit, that's insane. Nuclear power is the only feasible option, but the gas and oil industry keep the option suppressed. Yeah. Yep. Yo. LeBron Goat, what's up, brother? Yo, that definitely, bro, my heart dropped when I saw that number. God.
The modeling of data where civil liberties and human rights might be at stake, the patents show that such processes were imagined, designed, and implemented as far back as 2006. Healthcare, security, immigration, social media, and financial data collection, sorting, and modeling for preemptive decision-making are all described. I just want to draw your attention to one really specific word in there, which is preemptive. That's going to matter here. That genie is never getting put back in the bottle. The Palantir surveillance article added that the company uses, quote, data gathering.
Yo, guys, hit the like button. Appreciate y'all, man. We're almost at 100, so any assistance is greatly appreciated.
And labeling and modeling, end quote, to engage in, quote, facial recognition, predictive policing, workplace surveillance, and social media mining, end quote. Predictive policing. That sounds familiar.
I'm placing you under arrest for the future murder of Sarah Marks.
But let's not kid ourselves. We are arrested.
I know.
I'm very based in Christian, and the more these J.Erks talk, I can sense the demonic agenda. Smiling face with horns. If you're not religious, at least realize that your freedoms will taken away, which is the end goal. One world order.
I feel you, Nick Nack. I mean, I'm like, thank you so much for the 10 first and foremost. I'm not a very religious person by any means, but I'm open to that discussion, right? I'm not one of those ignorant people, and people have different ways of expressing certain things. You never seen Minority Report? I actually have not, but you know, I appreciate different perspectives for sure. But yeah, there's definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it all depends on where what your intentions are and what you are willing to destroy in the process, right? And these people are willing, these companies and the people running these companies is willing to throw everybody away to get what they want. Absolutely. Easily said. So I appreciate that, brother. Minority Report and Skynet crossover? Shit. You ain't lying. Appreciate the 10, my guy. LeBron Goat said this 5090 is pure blitz. Building it by myself is even better. Hey, shout out to you, bro. I felt that way the first time I built the PC. The second time, bro. Yo, son. or better yet, this way. Yo.
Arresting individuals who have broken no law.
But they will. The commission of the crime itself is absolute metaphysics. The precogs see the future, and they're never wrong.
Yo,
but it's not just Minority Report in a movie anymore. Precogs exist. They're already here. And they're already wrongfully condemning people of crimes.
So, very, very peculiar. Peppermill has this pretty sophisticated artificial intelligence software that analyzes faces of previous trespassers, and they get a 100% match on this guy who, whenever they trespassed him before, presented an ID that had a different name. They look like the same exact guy.
This body cam footage, processed by EWU Bodycam and uploaded to YouTube, covers over the course of 17 minutes how police sided with a Las Vegas casino's AI facial recognition software to arrest a man after matching a prior trespasser who was logged in this facial recognition system. This is despite the fact that the wrongfully arrested man's height, eye color, and age were different from the prior trespasser.
Oh my God,
he had
bro.
a legitimate driver's license that came back in dispatch with a real name that was different from the one who was flagged. He had credit cards and pay stubs matching those names. And again, there were demographic differences like in age. So precognitive arrests, pre-crime arrests.
Bro, imagine, that's the thing that kills me, bro. It's like you decided to ignore every common sense aspect of the situation, all because of this AI facial recognition shit. Like that's crazy to me. Like, this is the problem, right? When you're ignoring every common sense aspect of everything else. Yo, what's up, Nick? Appreciate you pulling up, bro. Pre-crime. Welcome to Minority Report. Yeah, that's what we all talking about. And Nissan is right. Unless the Minority Report released in the 70s, cast ain't even added it to film night, yo. Yo, non-70s movies that get added to movie night, I'm doing it kicking and screaming, bro. Every time.
Have already been happening, and they've already been wrong this early in the process. It's only a matter of time before that escalates. To just draw the picture fully, you could see a scenario where a false positive might match someone who's a wanted gunman or a known murderer or something, which would associate them with a deadly weapon. You could then see a situation where police or security of some kind might respond with weapons drawn rather than not over what ended up being a false positive in this situation. Someone could die because of that. The only difference is that instead of precognitive people who are reading the fabric of our consciousness in a movie with Tom Cruise, this is an AI system that uses the same shitty type of software that powered this thing.
Come on, you guys, let's wrap up. Let's go. 5 things. Where are you going? I sit right here. Don't be afraid. Come here, Green. Hurry up. What are you saying? No, it's not time to eat.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be hilarious if them things just randomly started beating his ass. It would be kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, when Disney's involved, you know it sucks, or you know it's devious. Yeah, exactly.
It's not time to eat. I'll give you a snack in a moment. Let me finish up real quick. Come on, Green, hurry up. Stop wasting time. 5 things.
And Palantir also leans into the Minority Report style ethos with its ad campaigns. And in the very least, we think Cyberdyne Systems should sue Palantir for damn near perfect plagiarism of its advertising.
Targeting the bad guys before they can target you.
Speaking of Minority Report, 2 federal lawsuits indicate that at least 2 immigrants were erroneously detained for deportation by ICE in Chicago, which Bloomberg, which will probably precognitively copyright strike this video, reports were likely enabled by inaccurate information funneled through Palantir's systems. The company's tools excel at centralizing surveillance data while using AI to focus on requested intel, like a laser beam. Taking a page out of the book 1984, Orwell would be so... well, I don't know if he would be proud or not. Let's go with terrified. The LAPD used Gotham in a program called Operation Laser, which, according to Bloomberg, compiled, quote, rap sheets, parole reports, police interviews, and other sources, end quote, on would-be criminals and shared them with local law enforcement to try and, quote, stop the pre-crime suspects as often as possible, end quote.
What the fuck does that even mean, bro? What does that even mean, bro? Yo, it's so crazy how... yeah, pre-crime is fucking insane. Yo, Short Fat Otaku, what's good, brother? Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, pre-crime suspects. Huh? Yeah, like, bro, it's like, what? Because you think you suspect these people of potentially committing crimes in the future, that gives you the right to stick cameras up their ass, my guy? What the fuck? That's some other shit, dog. Pre-con, we predicted you're going to goon hard later. Crazy, bro. Just arrest anyone with a parking ticket then, at this point, right? I mean, if you want to really... I mean, you're willing to already go so far, this far. At that point, everybody... Here's the thing. At what point do they just consider anybody a pre-crime suspect? At what point? What is the line? Where is the line? Crazy, right? How long until they justify just mass surveillancing or like taking it to autistic levels of spying on everybody? I just feel like the only thing that's stopping them is the amount of, just everything involved in the infrastructure in regards to doing that. Because I feel like eventually, if they don't already do all this to, the most extreme level, they justify doing it for some people, pre-crime suspects. I feel like the only thing stopping them is infrastructure from considering everyone a pre-crime suspect. You look like a pre-crime suspect? Absolutely. My crime? I was about to be mad mean, bro. Oh man, I'm gonna chill, bro. Holy shit, man.
Quote, pre-crime suspects. Pre-crime suspects. That's not how those words work. All right? So these law enforcement officers would reportedly use excuses like jaywalking or fix-it tickets to intervene.
Yo, what's up, Sofa King?
This is often referred to as parallel construction or evidentiary laundering, a concept wherein law enforcement has some kind of evidence, potentially acquired illegally and in a way which would not be admissible in court, and then launders it through other reasonable suspicions, like a broken taillight on a car where a flock camera maybe saw people with a known past of drug dealing getting in,
no, I don't.
even if they weren't actively doing something wrong. Slippery slope type arguments don't seem like a fallacy in this situation, and so-called pre-crime surveillance, it does seem to be on the rise, and we do think it can be abused. For its part, however...
No, I was gonna... Not the crime of stealing PlayStation games. No, I was gonna say the pre-crime of stealing your mom's. I mean, what? Yeah. Oh man, Philip, yo.
However, Palantir has denied any association with pre-crime. Palantir asked Palantir on Palantir's blog, quote, "Does Palantir enable predictive policing?" End quote. To which Palantir answered Palantir saying, quote, "No, Palantir does not provide predictive policing tools, nor do we support any predictive policing workflows." End quote. It then wrote that it is used by police, including for operational purposes and for investigations, which it says are made more efficient with Palantir's software. Palantir even actually referenced Minority Report when writing about the EU AI Act, which Palantir summarized as disallowing prediction of criminal activity, akin to, they say, Minority Report crime forecasting. This was Palantir paraphrasing restrictions of the EU AI Act. So they're distancing themselves from pre-crime. And again, part of the concern here is the slippery slope that it may become a thing later. And also, again, distancing yourself from controversial things is exactly the type of thing that an AI company powering global surveillance would do. But at least that's what they say. Just from our opinions, this can only get worse. Now, Palantir's tools are, unsurprisingly, reportedly also being used to track and surveil people who aren't suspected criminals. Bloomberg wrote, quote, "Police and sheriff's departments in New York, New Orleans, Chicago, and Los Angeles have also used it, frequently ensnaring in the digital dragnet people who aren't suspected of committing any crime. People and objects pop up on the Palantir screen inside boxes connected to other boxes by radiating lines labeled with the relationship. Colleague of, lives with, operator of, and a cell phone, owner of, a vehicle, sibling of, and even lover of," end quote. the latter of which creates a vector for blackmail opportunities. Palantir's immigration tools, which have been called Immigration OS by critics, have also enabled ICE to track and pressure legally present immigrants, including college students here legally, not counting other detainment and arrests of citizens. Law enforcement has used surveillance platforms like Palantir's to track, categorize, and target activists. Wired wrote, quote, "Surveillance of protesters has included the construction of dossiers known as baseball cards, with analysts using high-tech tools to compile subjects' social media posts, affiliations, personal networks, and public statements critical of government policy," end quote. As a specific example of the authorities squashing political dissent, in April, the U.S. government revoked the visas of 9 foreign students after they attended protests. It's an indiscriminate application of an inherently discriminatory technology. The only question is who's being targeted next time. Even if you agree with current government's ethos, this should still concern you, because the next—
It's like, do I care about annoying ass activists? No, I really don't. Like, fuck you, I don't care. But at the same time, too, my general concern is like the erosion of the cliff scenario, where it's like, oh well, they're the target for now, but eventually they'll be gone, and then what's gonna happen next? You know what I mean? Like, that's the concern that I have. Because eventually it's not like say if they solve the problem, right? This shit isn't going away. Protests or rioting, either or, right? Rioters, protesters, I think they're all obnoxious or problematic or bullshit or whatever. I just fucking hate people that literally just waste their lives bitching and whining about things. I just find them all annoying. My general concern is, well, if they're handled right, quote unquote, like, who's the next target, right? Because our government has implemented plenty of shit during serious times, like war times, whatever, with the promise of this is just for now, just for all those things to still exist to this day. Right? That's nothing new. That's always existed. Right? It always ends up being that way. Like the IRS was implemented, during World War II? It was supposed to be temporary. The IRS still exists, my guy. Like these things, they say, oh, it's for now's sake, but they end up sticking around. That's always the case. In my opinion, we shouldn't even prosecute conspiracy to commit crimes. The crime is the crime. Anything else is nobody's business. Yeah. I mean, I'll take it even a step further. Victimless crimes need to be put into that category too. Depending on certain situations and whatnot. But people being prosecuted for victimless crimes is fucking crazy to me. Patriot Act. Yeah, the Patriot Act is to blame for all this shit, bro. They may be annoying, but necessary. I don't think that the mass majority of these people are necessary. I feel like the things that people bitch and whine about in modern day are first world, in America anyway, are just first world problems. And honestly, a lot of these people need to fucking worry about themselves. Because when literally you're not doing right by yourself, but you're gonna sit out here and protest for other people, and it's like your shit is all fucked up for no other reason than what you're choosing not to do, like you not being responsible for yourself. I think that you're one of the problems that's going on in this country right now. Who's the next target? The poor, which means normal folks. Won't be long until they build the walls around gated communities 50 foot high. Yeah, that's where my concern is for sure, because oh well, it's they doing this shit to people I don't like or I don't give a fuck about. That's one thing, but sooner or later, who's next? You always got to ask that question, who's next, right?
Next administration's philosophies you might not agree with, but you're still going to be the target. And this genie will not go back in the bottle, especially with trillions of dollars on the line for the private corporations that have their hands so far up the government's ass that you can see that Jensen hasn't trimmed his nails in a while. Look, I don't know how to complete the analogy. You get the idea. All right. There's a lot of money at play. And NVIDIA, as an example, has moved on from benefiting from video games to instead benefiting from the extrajudicial destruction of rights. That's what we think about what's going on. And to execute its actions, ICE uses Palantir's integrated case management ICM system, which the company developed to assist the enforcement agency. And remember, Juan said NVIDIA will
accelerate everything Palantir does.
Amnesty International elaborated on the dynamic of the ICM for Palantir. Quote, ICM allows ICE personnel to create an electronic case file that organizes and links all records and documents associated with a particular immigration-related investigation, so they're easily accessible from a single location. The AI tools supplied by Palantir play a key role in U.S. authorities' ability to identify people, as well as their behavior and movements, more quickly and on a large scale to determine if their visas should be revoked, end quote. Speaking of...
Damn, bro. All I can think about is, goddamn, bro. How many times did they caught me red-handed scratching my ass in public? Yeah. I'm sorry, dog. I'm trying to make a joke at a shitty situation, bro. This is some scary shit. It's definitely kind of fucking scary.
Identifying individuals, ICE uses a facial recognition app called Mobile Fortify, which handles identity verification in real time. Wired pointed out that facial recognition tools like Mobile Fortify have been linked to false positives. ACLU Deputy Director Nathan Fried-Wessler told the publication, quote, face recognition technology is notoriously unreliable, frequently generating false matches and resulting in a number of known wrongful arrests across the country. Immigration agents relying on this technology to try and identify people on the street is a recipe for disaster, end quote. Even scarier, Congressperson Benny Thompson, who is the ranking member of the House Homeland Security Committee, stated, quote, ICE officials have told us that an apparent biometric match by Mobile Fortify is a definitive determination of a person's status, and that an ICE officer may ignore evidence of American citizenship, including a birth certificate, end quote. Elaborating on...
Yeah, see, like, shit like that is crazy, bro. Yeah, the early reliance on this, like, you know, still shaky technology is fucking crazy. And then if you provide proof, they're willing to null and void. They're willing to disregard that shit entirely. That's insane, bro. And my thing is, if you end up in a situation like this, right, where you're being falsely accused of being illegal, and then it come to find out, you know, you provided information and they just denied all that shit, right? Like, are these motherfuckers protected under the law from a major lawsuit? Because that's a major civil rights lawsuit if you are a citizen in the United States being accused of not being a fucking citizen and you're being treated like a criminal. That's like insane. Not imagine they'll release the fully redacted Epstein files when hell freezes over. Yeah, they ain't, bro. Guess what? That shit'll come out when all these motherfuckers on that list are dead. That's when it'll come out.
On the breadth and depth of Palantir's surveillance capabilities, 404 Media says ICM is capable of sifting through hundreds of specific categories that include, quote, a person's resident and entry status, physical characteristics such as tattoos or scars, race, hair, and eye color, place of employment, social security number, driver's license status, bankruptcy status, and location and license plate reader data, end quote. Speaking of location tracking, The Guardian reported that with the help of Palantir's Falcon tool, ICE could, quote, track a person's location, including their route and movement, hour by hour using cell phone tower records, end quote. With tools as powerful as what Palantir is developing, you'd want the company to at least have a solid foundation for its general principles. But Palantir is built.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I don't know why people keep being scared when it comes to, like, oh, you know, they're trying to push like chips on people, right? Like, bro, they don't need to do that. Literally, almost all of us have cell phones. They don't need to put chips in people. Like, that never needs to happen. Everybody walks around with a cell phone. Everyone walks around with some piece of technology that has some connection to internet, whatever have you. They don't have to put chips in you, motherfucker, to keep tracking you. Like, exactly. You carried a chip in your pocket. So I never saw like the concern with, oh my God, like they're trying to put chips in humans. Like, motherfucker, you're carrying it willingly. What the fuck? What are you concerned with? You are already conceded to carrying the chip, motherfucker.
Built on a rocky foundation, and we think built atop unethical grounds. In 2010, a competing data analytics firm, i2, sued Palantir. The lawsuit alleged Palantir had misappropriated i2's software, trade secrets, and other confidential proprietary information. In an act of self-righteousness, Palantir tried to explain that it essentially had an obligation to do so, stating, quote, "What's at stake here is the ability of critical national security, defense, and intelligence agencies to access their own data and use it interoperably in whichever platform they choose in order to most effectively protect the citizenry," end quote. This, of course, makes sense when you've got a CEO who says stuff like this.
Palantir, we believe we're notoriously good at being right.
Yes, I too remember the arrogance of a 15-year-old playing Counter-Strike Source. Is this guy not? Oh, he's not playing Counter-Strike Source, and he hasn't been a teenager for a long time. Some things never change. Palantir's motion was denied, and the company reportedly had to fork over roughly $10 million in a settlement. Fun fact, Shyam Sankar was listed as one of the misproprietors of those trade secrets. His punishment was to be Palantir's CTO. Worked out well for him. As a specific example of Palantir's surveillance overreach gone wrong, look no further than Peter...
It's crazy because, like, even if they get sued, like, they pay out, like, drops in the bucket compared to how much money they're making. And so they don't really feel it.
The NSA has a virus that pretends that your phone is off but still transmits your GPS signal.
Yup.
They were using it under Obama.
Yep, I heard about that too, Nissan. Appreciate the 5. Yeah, like, it is what we're so addicted to our technology now that they have all the tools that they need because we have willfully, like, forget willfully, we have voluntarily chosen to give them the tools.
Kavitya III. Kavitya, a former Secret Service agent, was hired by JP Morgan Chase to monitor the banking company's employees using Palantir's tools. Bloomberg reported in an article titled, quote, "Palantir knows everything about you," end quote, that, quote, Kavitya's group vacuumed up emails and browser histories, GPS locations from company-issued smartphones, printer and download activity, and transcripts of digitally recorded phone conversations, end quote, and made sense of all that data via Palantir's software. The publication added, quote, "He had unprecedented access to everything, all at once, all the time, on one analytic platform.
Crazy, right?
He was a one-man national security agency, surrounded by the Palantir engineers," end quote. With so much power at his fingertips, however, Kavitya eventually started spying on JP Morgan Chase's senior executives instead. One JP Morgan Chase security expert who worked with Kavitya stated, quote, "The world changed, but it became clear everyone could be targeted using Palantir," end quote, and later added,
yo, that's crazy. Holy shit.
Quote, "Nefarious ideas became trivial to implement. Everyone's a suspect, so we monitored everything. It was a pretty terrible feeling." Not liking getting a taste of their own medicine when the spyer became the spy.
Literally.
JP Morgan laid Kavitya off. He reportedly got a severance package, and then, as an award for his surveillance overreach, became the CTO of a fintech.
Yeah, it's crazy because I'm sure all the major CEOs of these companies and government officials, they're off limits to being spied on for the most part, right? Like, bro, if you about this shit, then you should be allowed to be spied on freely as well.
Tech company. So I guess somewhere, anytime there's surveillance overreach, a CTO gets their wings. The CTO is the one who did the surveillance overreach. But look, nobody gives a fuck about the JP Morgan Chase executives, okay? But even still, the story exemplifies a scenario where unprecedented surveillance tools that were originally purpose-built for military applications are being turned, we think, unethically against U.S. citizens for the easy part, but it is global, with virtually no checks on access. And more importantly, the tools were turned against, in this case, very powerful, very wealthy banking and investment executives who had commissioned the very use of those tools. These are people who probably think they're impervious to such things, and yet it was pointed against them. So with no guardrails in place, we're reminded of Lord Acton's famous quote of "Power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely." Although Metal Band Parkway Drive also said it. Just with a little bit of a deeper voice. While NVIDIA essentially got its start as a graphics card company powering games and wouldn't have survived without the backing of gamers, NVIDIA has said it's, quote, no longer a graphics company, end quote, and it's now grown into the most valuable corporation in the world. It's now bolstering the military-industrial complex with partnerships. And this isn't your run-of-the-mill, old...
It's so crazy because, like I feel at this point, realistically speaking, NVIDIA just does everything to disrupt the consumer market from being able to attain technology that they're pretty much giving away to governments, to, you know, all the people in power, like anything to disrupt us. It's very clear at this point they're doing this shit all on purpose. They don't give a fuck. Like, we just assume they're incompetent because of how retarded it all is, right? No, they're not incompetent. They're very competently disrupting our ability to just have basic shit like our video games and all that stuff. Like, they just don't want us to have this shit. Yo, C-Star, thank you so much for the 2. Do CEOs get their ideas from comic book villains? These CEOs have done everything in their power to literally...
Do CEOs get their ideas from comic book villains?
They look at these future predictions like 1984, like Terminator. They look at all this shit like a Bible to follow. That's what they've all done, essentially. Instead of heeding these warnings from this entertainment that has warned us about the future, they're just like, oh, this isn't a warning. This is a Bible to follow. It's crazy.
Boring, archaic weapons manufacturing of the defense industry where, at least as an American, you get the comfort of knowing you probably won't be extrajudicially blown to smithereens by a missile fired from a fighter jet in the sky as long as you're on American soil. This is something where these particular tools are being deployed both domestically and internationally, and mostly by private entities. That's kind of the scary part here, where anybody can be a user of these types of tools if they pay enough money, if they work with the right companies, and likewise, anybody can be an enemy of the state. The only question we have is where that line is drawn between the state and between the private companies that are funding it. That is what's becoming unclear to us at this point. Imagine a scenario where an upcoming politician disrupts the status quo. This is something I've been thinking about, where, you know, growing up for my generation, you've got maybe MySpace, Facebook, things like this, forums on the internet, all of these things that maybe at the time people didn't really think using them early on were potential vectors in the future to make it difficult for them if they wanted to, say, run for office, where they've got this whole digital history for maybe 30 years of things they could have said that, whether they mean it or not, it's out there. That kind of sets the stage for where we're going instead. Where you thought that was bad. Just take the scenario where, let's say there's an upcoming politician. I don't care what party, I don't care what beliefs. Make it something you care about, someone you want to support. And they disrupt the status quo. It could be both parties, doesn't matter. A youthful and compelling orator, new politician, wins over the minds of millions. And if the establishment is threatened by this, whoever that is, it might be useful to have 25 years of data of everywhere they've ever been, of everyone they've ever associated with, who they're friends with, who they've been photographed with by these security cameras, even if they don't know those people, they just happen to be nearby outside of a club or something. All of that becomes useful when shot from a surveillance tower. And abuse by the establishment or by the many private companies that have access to this information is the real concern, because
I mean, forget this shit. Like, bro, literally at this point, where AI is going to get to a point in time where you could just make shit up whenever the fuck you want. Like, dude, there's already AI videos that, bro, some people have to take like another look at after they see it for the first time. Like, is this real? Like, that shit exists. All right, we're already there in regards to that. At any point, if you want to disrupt somebody's ability to run for office or something, you could just literally have someone doctor up some super fake shit. Sometimes convincingly. Like, forget that. At any point, you got the you know, the wrong people looking at you sideways. Yeah, you could be cooked. Yo, Chris, what's good, my man? Appreciate you pulling up, brother. Happened to me too. That's crazy. Michael Jackson stealing KFC is crazy with AI. Yeah, that was fucking wild. I'm not gonna lie.
It can lead to blackmail and extortion that you, as a normal person, might never be aware of. Only the people kind of with access to these things would be. So you could manipulate that new youthful, vibrant politician into something that they maybe weren't going to be. It could also be used to manufacture scandals and prevent the disruption of the establishment, find something to create a problem out of nothing. And that's without the warrantless, wrongful arrests, which have already happened to everyday people. So this technology is dangerous. And both NVIDIA and Palantir are currently listed within the top 25 most valuable companies in the world by market cap, with NVIDIA currently at number 1 and Palantir at 23 at the time we screenshotted this. While much attention has been given to NVIDIA's meteoric rise, the same can be said about Palantir. The company's stock went from $60.24 about a year ago to approximately $193 at the time we wrote this. Although right now, as I'm speaking it, it's $187 or so. Either way, from the points we just referenced, that'd be somewhere around a 200 to 220% staggering increase. It's easy to see why the bootlickers who are on Reddit are so quick to defend Palantir, decrying videos like this one for what they call alarmism. There's a lot of money to be made.
We're going to be rich. Gold mines. Gold mine, gold mine. It's a gold mine, gold mine.
The current AI gold rush is contingent upon NVIDIA prevailing, and considering NVIDIA is partnering with Palantir, then these companies may be seen by the government and the banks as too big to fail. We've seen how that works out for everyday people. If you're hoping for ethical safeguards around AI to be put in place, these are not the conditions for them. If anything, NVIDIA's hardware...
Bro, with the government and these mega corporations working together, there is no safeguards. They don't give a fuck. They don't care.
And software ecosystem are more likely to push Palantir's militaristic and surveillance capabilities to become even more autonomous and self-regulated, which would further remove human accountability from the equation.
Bro, literally NVIDIA is a monopoly by fact. By absolute fact. But the government will not actually bring forth the means to break them up because they need NVIDIA. All right, there is no doing the right thing in this situation. It's all about the means to an end. That's it for them. Because if NVIDIA would have been broken apart years ago, if the government wanted to do the right thing. That's a fact.
And even further cheapen the cost of war and domestic control. Again, while Palantir's tools were originally aimed at terrorists, as they've been marketed, they have been used on civilians in the name of safety. And we're now starting to see, unironically, the use of phrases like pre-crime or pre-crime suspects, seemingly without any recognition of how terrifying this concept is. And AI has the potential to fundamentally change society, but to change it for the better, for normal, non-trillionaire people, requires responsibility. And that's not what we're going to get. Neither Palantir nor NVIDIA have a great track record for responsibility or for being ethical companies, we think. If anything, they both seem hell-bent on what Karp calls domination. And Jensen's right there with him now. As a wise man once said,
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Perhaps the worst part of all of this is that there doesn't seem to be a way to put a pause on this dystopian trajectory we're on, where there's no ballot measure to vote on right now that matters for any of this. They didn't ask if you cared. They don't ask what you think, what your opinion is, or what ours is. In their quest to build what they think is the future, NVIDIA and Palantir together may be creating the final boss, one where we're all helpless NPCs who are looked upon by the players, which, in a twisted way, I guess would make NVIDIA a gaming company after all. And that's it for this one. We have a lot more of this coming in this series. You can support us directly on the store, on store.gamersnexus.net.
That was a pretty interesting video. I mean, I learned a few things for sure, because I didn't know what Palantir was prior to this, honestly, so that is pretty crazy. Why would anyone solve a problem that gets them in power when solving that problem means they'll lose their power? Exactly. That's why, dude, that's why you see these politicians year after year saying, oh, this problem still exists, even though Our same group has been in power for many years prior. We promised to solve it this time. But didn't y'all create this problem? Ignore all that. No, don't look back on history and highlight things and shine a light on something. Just ignore all that. We promised to solve the problem now. All right, bro. Happy thoughts, damn. I've learned that real life is scarier than I thought. Yeah, real life is also stranger than fiction. Absolutely. Why would anyone solve a problem? All right, this is why big tech hoards all the hardware, so we can't fight back. Yeah, we'll always be at a natural disadvantage for a multitude of different reasons. NVIDIA is a monopoly the same way Steam is, though. Blame NVIDIA customers for NVIDIA's dominance now. I mean, you're not wrong, but also they hit an insane level by leaving us behind. You know what I mean? Like they went on to do AI and work with the government and get their money from the government, and they've just they've risen to levels that they would have never seen being dedicated to us. That's for sure. The big beautiful bill that passed reassures that there will be no legislation against AI for 10 plus years. That is unfortunate. Steam is not a monopoly by design. Well, he is not implying that Steam is a monopoly by design. He's implying that NVIDIA is Steam is a monopoly based upon people's endorsement of it. The same way people endorse NVIDIA. So I get where he's coming from with that. Do I think that Steam is a bad thing? No. But I get that perspective. I don't completely, I see it in different ways, but two things can be true at once, which is fair. Can't see this motherfucker Gara gifted me Payday 2 just yesterday. Hey, hell yeah, bro. Enjoy, my guy. That's what's up. Cass is getting deep on a Tuesday. Deep into what, brother? What? Nah, we got like a little over a half hour left, so we could do some funnies. I was unsure if we were gonna be able to get to funnies, but thankfully, I kind of just, I chimed in when necessary, but didn't chime in too much to keep this video lingering, because I know you guys seemed a little iffy about the video choice, and I respect that. No, Cassie disagrees with me. That means she hates me. This is the internet. See, well, here's the thing. I'm the type of person, if I recognize, and this is all recognition basis, right? If I recognize that you're a person that's willing to be reasonable, and you care about the conversation more than you care about being right, then I'm willing to do everything in my power to try and understand your perspective and meet you halfway. Whereas if I recognize that you are a person that all you give a fuck about is being right and fuck everything else, fuck making a connection with the person you're trying to have a conversation with, fuck trying to create a relationship with the person that you're having a discussion with. If all you give a fuck is about being right over everything else, I will do everything in my power to gut punch you anytime I possibly can, because I think that, honestly, those types of people are fucking annoying. Like, genuinely, you're a fucking annoying piece of shit if all you care about is being right more than anything else, more than making a connection, more than having a conversation, more than creating bridges. So I tend to do everything in my power to gut punch those types of people, because I just hate people like that. But I guess that's a mini rant for today. I know you appreciate all the connections I make, or you make, or we make. Absolutely. Basically, don't be, oh man, TPG, that's crazy. Yeah. Yo, Fluffy, what's good, my man? I appreciate the information, but damn, that was dark. It was, but like, for me, I don't want to feel like I forced this on you guys, but I was curious. I felt like some people here are also curious. So, You know, I think it's important to get a little exposure to certain things that make us feel uncomfortable, but within reason, right? I hate being wrong. I just want to be right. Gut punch me, mommy. I mean, what? Yo. I never have to worry about winning a conversation since I'm always right. Much love. Oh my god. Alright, you fucking assholes. Y'all deserve all the smoke. Fuck all y'all, man. Yo, did Lindo break TTS? Hold the fuck up, really. Alright, let's go to funnies, man. Funny requests. I'm gonna try to deal with as many funnies as I could get to. Oh my god, where we at here? That's crazy.
We are right about the sundress. Stop fighting us.
I don't know what a sundress is, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't never seen one. I don't know what it is. No, thank you for the two, Lindo. I posted a funny cool. Alright, I'm gonna try to get to as many of them as I possibly can. Oh no, we got TikTok funnies in the building. Oh no. TikTok funnies. Jesus, bro. Fucking hell, brother.
Good evening, and welcome to another presentation. I was not supposed to be dressed like this, but my costume did not arrive, so I'm sorry, Kara. The top 3 Disney villains.
Scar, damn it, Scar.
That don't know much about this channel, about 6 months ago I found out that Kara has a irrational fear of Jafar.
Oh my god.
Battled through that and we're fine now, right?
Yes.
If we're not, I can start the exposure therapy again.
She's good.
Ursula.
Oh, Lord.
The Queen of the Sea. She almost took down King Triton. She's a great villain. Number 2, yours truly, Jafar. What a great menacing character. Hey, baby. The number 1 Disney villain of all time is the one, the only,
What is that?
Peter Pan.
What? Peter Pan was great.
Disney childhood told you he was great.
Oh, here we go.
But again, you're falling for the narrative of Big Corp.
Okay, literally.
But tonight,
Alright, so he's talking about the actual story. Put on the sundress or eat. What the fuck is even that? Unforgiven? Let him cook? Nah, yo, son. Throw Unforgiven in the gulag. He be saying way too much slick shit. Alright, this has been a long time coming. He deserves a first-class ticket to the gulag. Period.
we're going to do some
What is wrong with you?
thinking, Priscilla.
Why do you do that foolishness?
You weren't listening. You made me scare my child. Peter Pan, a.k.a. the kidnapper.
He actually killed the lost kids who grew up. Nah, son. Hold on. So he kidnapped?
As we know, in Peter Pan, there's an island full of lost boys. How did they get there?
They followed him?
Followed, yeah. Peter Pan kidnapped child after child after child without the consent of their parents. How do we know that? Well, we only see Peter Pan bring 3 people to Neverland in the film. How does he do it? He goes into their window in the dead of night. He lures them without the consent of their parents, takes them out of London.
But how is he a kidnapper?
He took children out of their bedroom.
No, they kind of followed him.
Oh my.
Okay, they're not
How does a child have consent?
the age of consent to fly out the window.
Yo.
That's what I'm saying. He's a creep. First of all, this is not a boy.
Yo, leave it to a woman to just not understand context at all, bro. Women are so fucking retarded. Oh my god. I thought I was dumb. Bro, I thought I was dumb, bro. I am like leagues above the mass majority of women. Bitch is dumb as fuck.
This is a man who never aged. He's been in Neverland for a very long time and never aged.
That is weird.
And he's luring children to an island. And what he wants out of Wendy, he wants her to mother the lost boy.
Yo, this is some Epstein shit right now. What are we doing?
stay forever and be their mother. He's taking children to an island without their consent. Sounds familiar.
Yo, son.
My gosh, that is not okay.
Tell me the lie. These are
Yo,
actual
that's
photos.
crazy.
Next, I have no commentary on it. I'm just pointing out the similarities.
No.
Yo, son.
Next,
You've got to be kidding me.
James
Yo, son.
B. Hook.
Oh my god.
People say that he's the villain. Echo, turn off yard lights. I'd like to present to you my lawyer. Good evening.
Yo, son. Yo, that's crazy. Yo. Alright, that was a good video.
And
He
welcome
told
to
you he
another
cooked. Oh
presentation.
my god. Alright, get up out of here, bro. Get Unforgiven up out of here, bro. Fuck you, Unforgiven. Yo. I mean, where's the lie? Nick, what is this? Brother, what is this?
News from the other parts of town.
Oh no. We got an Oblivion video, baby. Let's go.
News from the other parts of Tamriel.
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Classics, man.
Can't you see that I'm very busy?
Goodbye.
Be seeing you.
Know anything about the stranger?
Oh my god, look at his face.
Nope. Shh. Not in front of the stranger.
Yo, just casual Oblivion bullshit, bro. It never fails, bro. Oblivion is so retarded, it's amazing. It is like, it is the most high functioning levels of retardation that have ever existed, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I will never change it for the world, damn it. Oh my god. When you start off a video with a woman like this and having to look at her face, actually making a weird face. What are we doing?
Very few of them actually have common sense. Who?
This should be the rules.
The rules?
For
Okay.
anyone.
Yo! I was not prepared. I just thought she was a middle-aged woman. It's a he. It's a dude. Yo! I just thought it was a middle-aged ugly bitch. Yo, it's a transformer.
Transitioning from male to female, female to male, whatever.
Okay.
Number one must be 18 years or older.
Yeah, duh.
Okay, we hearing him out. Okay, that's fair. Shout out to him so
I
far.
would set it higher, but if you're old enough to defend the country, then you're old enough to do whatever the hell you want with your body.
Yeah,
True that.
true.
Number two,
True that.
you absolutely positively must be mentally okay with knowing and accepting the fact that you will always be the biological gender you were born.
Man.
Okay, cooking, fair, completely fair. Shout out to them so far.
Period, end of story.
Yep,
Number
true.
three, you cannot and will not get upset when you get misgendered, because if you get misgendered, you're technically not being misgendered, because...
The realities you have to live with, motherfucker. It is what it is.
You can only be one gender.
Right.
If people call you the gender that you were born when you're trying to present the other gender, they
Yeah.
technically didn't misgender you. Or, if you do get upset about it,
You technically misgendered yourself. Oh shit.
realize that that's your problem.
Yeah.
Number five, you must use a one-stall bathroom.
Oh, like the like
Number
disabled
six,
one, yeah.
you cannot play in sports
This is a big one.
in the gender.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is the shit that you want to do with your life. Like motherfucker said, at some point, like, when you hit 18, that's you. Like, that's what you do what you want to do, bro. But at no point is any of this like our problem. Like, you choose. This is the choice that you make. And guess what? Making an insane life change like this, it will have hopefully some positives, that make you happy. But there's some things that you lose out on too. You're gonna have to live with that shit. It is what it is, motherfucker. Some trans folks are based, and that's why I never hate just because of identities. Absolutely. I mean, you could still be a rational person and fair. Right? You just happen to have done this to yourself. And look, man, it is what it is, right? Nissan is installing Fortnite. Let's fucking go. They got Transformers in Fortnite too, but the actual Transformers, I mean, what? Get the drag queen off the screen. I mean, in all fairness, the drag queen is based as fuck. Shout out to them. Shout out to them, man.
That you want to be. Period.
Actually based. Very few of them actually have.
I could dig that. Shout out to them for that one. I ain't mad at a homie for speaking facts and being fair. All right, I'm going to start deleting these so I know that I covered them. Excuse me. What is this? All right, I'm going to try to get one of everybody's. Cat Lovers Forum. How a cat works.
How a cat works.
Oh no, it's Ziggy. It's Ziggy. Look at that little man. Oh my god, he's so cute. How cats work. Cat Lovers Forum. Let's see what's up.
Let's take a look inside to explore the intricate systems that keep this marvelous creature functioning. As you can see, the feline body houses 6 main rooms, each operating at an extraordinary level of precision. Let's zoom in and examine each subsystem more closely. Starting at the top right is the acoustically tuned Meow production room. Here, 2 dedicated sound engineers work.
The Meow production room is wild. Yes, Ziggy is thick. He is quite thick. Teamed up, man. Fucking get Unforgiven the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Straight to the gulag, bro. We sick and tired of you, motherfucker.
Non-stop to fine-tune each meow, adjusting pitch, volume, and tone based on real-time external conditions. Their goal is to craft just the right vocalization to influence their human into giving them exactly what they want, whether that's food, attention, or just annoying you until a door is opened. Directly beneath, we find the purr generator. This room is powered by a single, focused operator who manually spins the crank, activating the gear system that generates the iconic feline purr.
Yo, this shit is hilarious. Yo, whoever thought of this is fucking genius, bro.
These purring frequencies are carefully calibrated to calm humans, encourage cuddles, and reinforce the cat's position as the most adored creature in the room. Back on the upper floor to the left is the Object Dropping Lab. Here, a team of 4 feline engineers conduct non-stop testing, dropping everyday objects from elevated surfaces. These objects, mugs, eggs, bottles, are carefully analyzed for impact, noise, and reaction value.
Oh my god. What's crazy is this room is the least productive when it comes to Ziggy. Have you played Stray, Cass? If so, what did you think of it? I enjoyed Stray. Do I think it was Game of the Year worthy? No. Was it a fun little time? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I actually streamed that back when I used to like stream on Twitch for funsies. Yeah, it was a while ago. Fuck the asshole that spoiled the end of the game for me like an hour or 2 before I got to the end. What a fucking dick face. But the atmosphere, playing as a kitty cat, it was all cool. It was cool. It's like a solid like 7 out of 10 game. A 7 out of 10 game that I enjoyed.
Each test is repeated and refined to discover the ideal speed, angle, and push force for maximum effect. Just next door is the laser tracking room. This department is tasked with solving one of the greatest challenges in feline history, catching the red dot. Despite significant technological advances,
I heard it's really bad to do that to a cat where you got the red light thing. Because cats want so badly to actually like win the hunt, and like the whole laser game, they don't win anything, so they feel very unsatisfied, and it makes them feel bad because they feel like massive failures. So they say if you play with the laser with your cat to give them a treat at the end to feel like they were successful.
And the ability to track the dot in real time with near perfect precision, they have yet to capture the red dot. Progress is steady, but success remains just out of reach. Now we arrive at a less understood
when Ziggy sees a red light, he goes fucking feral. Like, he goes insane.
room, the panic room. No one truly understands what triggers it. Sometimes it's a sudden movement. Sometimes it seems totally random. The operator stands ever ready, one paw hovering over a giant red button, which, when pressed, launches the cat into sprint mode. We also don't know what exactly makes the operator stop it again. And finally, the most mysterious room of all. No one knows what goes on in here. Objects that enter never return. Scientists theorize it's a portal to another dimension, a black hole from which no mass, light, or food can escape. Maybe this is why a cat is always hungry, but we can't say for sure. So there you have it, a cat, a truly marvelous biological machine. Mysterious, precise, yet somehow still chaotic. And even with everything we now know, we're really no closer to understanding how or why a cat works.
Yo, he's not lying though. That's crazy. That was a good video. Shout out to was it Silent Joker that posted that? Let me see. Yeah, a Racer Coke. Silent Joker posted that one. Thank you so much for that. All right, White Chocolate posted something. Making your childhood friend your best man. Oh no, Jesus Christ! Stop it.
I just have to say that as the best man, it's my duty to embarrass the groom with stories from our childhood.
Mate, there's nothing you can say that'll embarrass me. I'm an open book.
And that's what we love about you, mate. I've actually brought in some home videos of when the groom and I would play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 online. So here's a COD lobby from back then when we were 14.
Stop it! You motherfucker!
Yo!
Got you, mate.
Yo!
To the happy couple.
Yo, what a dick. Yo. Oh, man. Question is, Pepsi Man in Fortnite? No. No, Pepsi Man is not. Is it a failure because Pepsi Man didn't make it? That mullet is embarrassing enough? Aw, man. I had a mullet for a while. Moot, were you disrespecting my mullet when I had a mullet? Huh? Cause I had a mullet like a year ago. I see how it is, brother. I see how it is, brother. Alright, dog. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Yo, Leo, shut the fuck up. Stupid bitch. Yeah. Oh man. Alright, Nick posted, I can fix her. When bro actually fixes her, no, that's not possible. Bro, women are not fixable. They're fucking retarded, bro.
I don't feel so good. A thief.
Eyeglasses. Oh my god.
Whoa, what is it? It's heavy. Oh, how did this happen? I'm begging you, let me go. Yeah. Do it.
Yo.
I'm alive! You did it! Hey there. Bye.
Yo, that's crazy. God damn. When the bitch didn't have nothing to say, it's like, yep, we fixed her. She's quiet now. Yo. Oh my god. That was dumb as fuck. Alright, Yo, Devastator, do you have something that's not as endless Zone Zero video, my guy? Holy shit. Or which is your preferred one to watch? Hold on. Leo posted this. When you download Expedition 33 for free? How? How did this happen? How did this occur?
What?
Huh? Chair? Alright, I got you, Devastator. Chair brochure. Expedition 69. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. Yo, son. Alright, bro. A much better game. Oh, man. Go play the better game, guys. Y'all goofy as yeah. Oh man. Alright, you said the second one. Alright, let's watch the second one.
In you go. Sit tight and no funny business.
Alright, this is Endless Zone Zero. Jane character teaser under arrest. Yo, son, this came out a year ago? Huh?
Good work, you two.
What are ears? Hold up.
But she's a core member of the gang, a real criminal. Can you escort her on your own?
Are you questioning the ability of the Janus Quarters criminal investigation team?
Yes.
This is the weapon purse we found on her. Be careful of her tail. She's a shift.
Yo, what is she doing, bro? What the fuck is she doing?
One.
All right, leave it to me. I'll also take the paperwork on her. You two are dismissed.
Understood.
Did she just scratch her ass?
You're quite the little officer. I've never seen you before.
My name's Tomia. I'm a new member of the Force. Captain Ju Yuan assigned me to pick you up.
Could have fooled me,
Thank you
Devastator.
for providing crucial intel to us during this operation.
Did you bring all my things?
Yes. Makeup remover, casual clothes, a new phone card, and fresh IDs are all here. Allow me to uncuff your hands. Ma'am? Oh, why'd you take them off already?
Keep it down. There could still be people around. Just get in.
No, Mason. No, I refuse. Cass as an anime waifu? Hell no. I can fix her. Oh my god.
Has the raid already been completed?
Oh, it's in progress as we speak. Thanks to your brave determination, we were able to...
What's up with your lip? Yo, son, what are we doing?
I'm just
what are we
changing.
doing?
I don't want to step out in disguise, right? Besides, an honest, brave, cute little public security officer like you wouldn't dare peek, would you?
No, absolutely not. They mentioned they infiltrated a smuggling gang on your own and skillfully disbanded them from the inside.
Better keep your eyes on the road.
What are you doing?
I'm turning off all the cameras in the car
She's mad annoying.
just to be safe. After all, only a select
You
few in
bricked
public
up?
security
Oh my
know
god,
true
Dark.
identity.
Gosh, your tail touched me.
Oh, did it? I'm just turning off your body cam.
Oh, that was close.
No, that was gross.
So, what were you saying about the operation? You didn't finish.
Oh, I am scared and
I was
confused.
just
Help
going
me.
to say,
Help me.
I really
I'm out,
admire
bro.
your work.
Mentally, I'm out.
new Eridu Evening News. An illegal ether trading case was uncovered in the city this afternoon. 8 gang members and their female leader have been arrested. The key to cracking the case was Public Security's Evidence Department discovering a
Because we can't reveal your identity.
8 people.
Hi, what?
Including me, there should be 9.
ASMR going crazy. Oh my god. I don't know, Mason.
What do you know?
Devastator just likes to make me uncomfortable.
Huh? Wait! You're not going alone, are you?
One got away. I'll help clean things up.
I can go with you. Huh?
You've got something to clean up too, don't you?
Bitch's name is Jane Doe.
Wait! Give me back the key!
You know what, Devastator? You know what? I disliked this. I disliked this. How many funnies can we fit in this time? Yo, son, y'all gonna have to do something with Devastator, man. I can fix her, but can you fix Devastator? That's the real question. Alright, we can delete that. Yo, son, I don't know how many more of these videos I can do with Devastator. Alright, Lindo's next. We got Caggett. Caggett? It's a Twitter video, I'm scared. Alright, this shit mad loud. Zenless Zone Zero Unleash the Goon Monster? Oh man. You still gave interaction? Because I try to get one of everybody's videos. That's why. No, that's fake. There's no way that's real, bro. Yo. Oh my god, bro. I kind of do feel bad for those little bastards, bro. That was AI. I was ready to say. Where do we post a request? In the Discord under the funny section. It has to be AI. I don't think so, bro. Dude, you know how much anxiety these cats are going through thinking that they're falling? Nah, this can't be real, bro. I hope it's not real. I feel bad for them. I feel bad for them. Oh my god. They're so confused. I wonder how they're recognizing that this is like a hole that you're falling into. There's no way this was real. I would also, some of these are not AI. Yeah, I can't even tell. Like, that's crazy, right? Some of the holes have dips as the camera moves around. Nah, he got his tail and his 2 legs. He doesn't have three legs. It's AI. The torso animation were jank. The thing is, bro, cats do some of the most insane shit, and they're very like, I don't know, bro. They freak out. It's hard for me to say for sure. I could tell it's like a gift I have. I hope it is AI. Yo, that's so crazy though. What the fuck? All right, Chris posted something. This video serves no purpose. Nah, Devastator, we done with you, bro. We done. Yo, get Devastator up out of here. Straight to the gulag, bro. These funnies are a no-go, man. This guy is legit. He makes Dragon Ball Z fight analysis videos. His Goku vs Frieza vids are goated. I get that, but it doesn't really fall into funnies. We kind of do very short form videos that are supposed to be funny, whether they are or not. I guess it depends on the person, right? Let me see. We got one from Drewski says, I want whatever this guy is smoking. Oh my god. Some of these ain't AI, some are. They're all fake. I hope they're all fake. But dude, honestly, I thought they all, at first especially, I thought they were all real, and I was just hoping they were fake. Cause I feel bad for the cats, man. They deal with a lot of anxiety, bro. Despite them being the laziest motherfuckers on planet Earth, like they feel things, bro, and they go through things, and they struggle through life. All right, they make life harder for themselves because they're always afraid. It's little cowards. All right, but is this guy okay?
I'm here to let you guys know, I'm almost a millionaire.
Okay.
I have all the zeros.
Huh?
I just need the one. I still don't understand why 11
that's crazy.
Can't be 1-1. We got 22, 33, 44, 55, but 11 can't be 1-1.
Huh?
I just found out.
What the
fuck? When two people make love, it's called a twosome. And when three people make love, it's called a threesome.
Yo, what's up?
Now I understand why they call me handsome.
Yo, this dude is really fucking retarded. What the fuck?
I just found out.
He's burning the food? Yo.
Nobody can say the word rough, fast, twice in a row. Good boy. I just realized.
Really, motherfucker?
Being alone on the toilet is proof that you'll always be alone when shit goes down.
Yo,
I'm here to let you guys know, I'm almost a millionaire.
Yo, son. This motherfucker is retarded. Yeah, dude has a point. No, he's flat out retarded. Oh my god. Yo, he act like he dropping the most craziest knowledge ever. Alright, Benji dropped one. Benji dropped a couple, actually. Best of Minecraft. Oh shit. Ranking best Minecraft. Oh my god. Minecraft SFX moments. Jeez. Oh. Oh man, that's gotta fucking hurt, bro. Cass, I might have what I posted. Cause I gotta go. Oh. Oh! Yo! The dumb motherfucking rail, yo. Oh man, I think you sent me something earlier. That was crazy. Alright, we did that one. Got one in funny request? Alright, I got you, brother. Stop drinking beer for breakfast. Toxic signs. Oh no.
Sign she's emotionally abusive.
Oh no.
Sign number 1. She says,
Stop drinking beer for breakfast. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna drink beer for breakfast. Stop!
red flag alert.
Yo.
It's known that beer is part of a balanced breakfast. If she's depriving you of sustenance, she's being over-controlling.
Shut up, Nissan.
Sign number 2. She says,
Stop drinking beer for breakfast.
Stop drinking coffee for breakfast.
You can't even talk.
It's 7 a.m. somewhere.
Red flag alert.
Yeah.
Every man deserves to have a hobby. If your hobby upsets her, she should ask herself if she really loves who you are. Don't give it up.
What's up, my guy?
Sign number 3. She says,
"Oh
You
no,
cannot drink beer for breakfast. You can't drink beer for breakfast. Stop!
red flag alert.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold your horse's partner.
She's so fucking
Her
mad.
overreaction is a manipulation tactic. When she can't use logic, she resorts to emotion. Nice try.
I mean, this is truly not on it.
Now you know the signs. But does she know her...
Oh my god. Now you know the signs, but does she know her place is a crazy statement? Yeah. Oh my god. What the fuck? Cass's future ex-wife. Alright, dog. Yeah. You know as fuck for that. Alright, Arctic posted one real quick. I feel like this is you when chat makes you uncomfortable.
Pop quiz.
Oh no.
What is the difference between jam and jelly?
I can't jelly my dick in your ass?
Huh?
Jelly is made with just the juice of the fruit, and jam's with the whole fruit. Pop quiz. What is...
Alright, I got you on me, goddamn son, yo. I feel her pain. Yo, she's just trying to prove that she's a reasonable woman. Yo. Yeah, Linda just made it. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see. That was funny. Funny and sadly true. Alright, man sent one. New Year. Uh-oh. This video has no sound. Huh? When reality hits on New Year's Day? Where the sound at? Why did no sound? Oh, it's copyrighted music. Now I tried to unmute it. Damn, that sucks. We're not gonna get the gist of it, man. Got hit by the IP demon. Damn. Alright, you said you posted some other stuff. This is too classic. Bring the Boondocks back. Oh no.
Arlette, and we are here with another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. Let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy.
Oh no.
Hello, lady.
Granddad.
Oh no.
Bro, I'm tired of these old men.
Yo.
Look what you hoes did to him.
His old ass was just looking for love from you old ass Sheen fashion, Nova stealing, makeup wearing bitches. I pray you all go out on a date with the man and he leave your ass to go in debt paying for them appetizers by yourself, bitch.
Yo.
I'ma put you on the reread pills.
Ritalin pills.
Whatever.
Oh man, R.I.P. bro. Yo, they wildin'. Yo, get him, Raleigh. Yo, is this the last episode? I have no idea. That was funny as fuck though. Alright, y'all. I'm happy we got to do funnies. I didn't know if we was gonna get there or not. I didn't want to promise it, but we did. So that's what's up. Guys, if you haven't, do hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. This is the last Cult Classic Cage live stream of 2025. So that's pretty crazy, man. If you haven't, follow me on YouTube, Kick, Rumble, Twitch, Twitter, all that joint. Cult Classic Cage across the board. And we will be back on Friday, 8 p.m. EST for the Twilight Zone of Gaming, baby. I'm excited. The show needs to come back. I got one more for you. Chris, I gotta go, bro. I would have handled it if I could, but unfortunately, I do have to go get ready for work. Otherwise, I would sit here and watch funnies with you guys all night. And in 2025 with a bang, legit, right? But Chris, there's always next week, my guy. There's always next week. I try to do funnies every week at least. I try to aim for an hour of them. She made the video, didn't eat the funnies. She mad the video, didn't eat the funnies. All right, bro. It's very short. Chris, I'm like 10 minutes over to where I have to go get ready for work. Otherwise, I would. But like I said, bro, there's always next week. Sorry I couldn't do the fun. Watch the other funnies, man. Yes, but have a great, amazing, safe New Year's, guys. I cannot wait to see y'all in 2026 and all the shenanigans that we are going to be up to. I want to thank you guys for an amazing 2025. You made it what it is, and you made it so much more fun than it otherwise could have been, and I appreciate everything. But all right, let's see who we gonna leave it off at. And if you became a channel member, be sure to join the Discord, man. Be sure to join the Discord. Yo, we gonna raid Hypnotic, bro. We gonna raid Hypnotic. Let's go send some love over to Hypnotic. You know what? Just to close off the year, hold up. To close off the year, let me drop some 5 gifties up in here, so that hopefully someone that hasn't joined the Discord can get access to the Discord. We'll leave it off with that. Because, I mean, the Discord is the most fun place I like to be at. We watch movies on Fridays usually. We'll probably watch movies on Thursday this time around. But we also talk in voice chat. We have fun. It's all good shit, bro. So if you want to join the Discord, go to the channel membership page if you become a channel member and join in. Hopefully this goes out to somebody that ain't got a Discord membership, that hasn't joined the Discord, so you can. But yeah, if you're a channel member, go to the channel membership page. Click the Discord link and join in with us. Come hang out. Cass ain't an unk. She's an auntie. Thanks for the awesome 2025. See you on Discord soon. Hell yeah. I'll be in there tonight. Have a good night. Guys, take care of yourselves. Oh, shit. Shout out to some of the homies that got the memberships. All right, with that, we'll see. I think I have some other things I can give away with the next stream. Big W. I try. All right, so we're going to leave it off there. We're going to rate Hypnotic, so go show them some love. Let them know who sent you. And yeah, guys, we'll all be and set them out. Peace. Happy New Year, everybody.